I'ma just go ahead and say it. Man, Diddy, you're guilty. And Chris Brown, you're guilty too, man. I'm tired of you, man, in 2025. Why can't y'all be more like Russell Wilson, man? You at least get it right. But go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Matter of fact, hit that like button. Why you had to hit that notification bell? Because my most favorite rapper just came out the closet.
We really know who's on the D-Lo, and that's Felix Supreme 305.
Hey, yo.
At first it was Real Boss is Snitchy, and now D-Lo is deloading. But we're going to get into it. Welcome to episode Tales from the Crib. Seems like there's something in the water down there.
Oh, whatever, man.
And it's infectious.
Nah, what's infectious is the Diddy court case that we finna follow every day, man. We finna keep it up to date on it. It's nasty. 15 dudes? You got your mama on the stand? It's nasty, yeah, man. Nasty work in 2025. But hey, man, this Tales from the Crib, episode 205, man.
In 2025.
Oh, I like that. We got ball. We're gonna be rapper. We're gonna be a duo rapper group, like Chameleonaire.
Nah, you could be a hype man. I don't know about rapper.
Like Tupac. You know, Tupac was a hype man.
Oh my God.
Dear Mama. She got my Tupac voice on.
Nobody thought that was Tupac.
What? Comment down below. You know that was Tupac. Come on, man. You want me to do it again for you?
No one wants. Where's the please no? Please no.
I hate it, man. How you
emotional damage?
That's what you're giving the audience. Sorry, audience, for that intro. I wanted more from my co-host, but he just wanted to go his way, and he couldn't be stopped.
Who needs enemies when you have friends like your co-host? I'm just saying.
I mean, we did put the soundbite on literally for my co-host.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so
Yeah, that's what's up.
Because the way you talk on this show.
I like you to know that I was on my back the whole time I was there, so I don't know. Pause.
Makes sense why I have so many pillows. But let's go ahead and start the show before my co-host self-snitches on himself and gets indicted.
Yeah, whatever.
Let's go ahead and talk about new evidence in Tory Lanez case. Kelsey's bodyguard comes forward and says Kelsey was the one who shot Megan, like many believed. And it looks like even Drake is saying Tory Lanez come home soon, and got the change.org link so you can sign the petition yourself to free Tory. My co-host has been leading the free Tory charge solely on Instagram.
I still listen to Megan Thee Stallion. What are you talking about?
You're not listening. You watch your videos on mute with the lotion next to you. That's not listening.
That's a Diddy party.
And you're going to get indicted. But, yeah, new evidence. They're going to free Tory Lanez. We're going to see if it's true or not, but we do have a video clip. Do you have anything to say before we get into the video clip?
Man, right now we finna show the Los Angeles nonprofit social justice organization basically unite and say they need to free Tory Lanez. They got a lot of evidence. We're going to let them talk first, and then we're going to come back and let you know what other details is going on. And we got Megan Thee Stallion response. So stay tuned. Hit that like button and subscribe.
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Miss Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Miss Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times.
The artist known as Tory Lanez is currently recovering after being stabbed in prison. The attack occurred after the New York Post made contact with Megan Thee Stallion's team regarding an op-ed that I was working on with them, and Lanez was then stabbed days later. But his representatives claims that Megan's ex-best friend, Kelsey Harris, is the one responsible for the shooting. Now, I've been looking into this case for almost 6 months now. I immediately learned that George Gascon, the George Soros-funded prosecutor, railroaded Tory Lanez. and I've been actively working on a story. And this has been something that has been quite a movement. I did a petition with the Caldwell Institute for Public Safety at caldwellinstitute.org, where artists like Drake has encouraged his more than 140 million followers to sign this petition. We put it up on Wednesday. We're at almost 300,000 signatures today that advocate for the governor of California to intervene on this and pardon him, because I believe he was really railroaded.
So Megan's team statement says
basically that he's and here's also what Megan Thee Stallion says. Megan Thee Stallion claps back at social users. Tory's legal team after claiming they have new evidence to prove his innocence. Now, you know, she wrote this long statement. She said, "At what point are you?"
No, we're not reading all that. We're not gonna make y'all read. I'm gonna go to the short statement. And we can read that. It says, Tory Lanez was tried and convicted by a jury of his peers, and his case was properly adjudicated through the court system. This is not a political matter. This is a case of violent assault that was resolved in a court of law.
Has encouraged his more than 100.
Yeah, so basically what's going on to sum it all up is that Megan Thee Stallion is tired of y'all opening up this Band-Aid, opening up this wound. She been shot. She trying to get over it. Y'all won't let her get over it. I mean, Tory Lanez already been sentenced for 10 years now. 10 years. He's already been there for 3-4 years. He should get out by the time he's 38 years old. Y'all just won't let it die. Every other day it's free Tory, free Tory. Now you got these rappers out here signing petitions. Like McColl's just said, you got a Republican in a whole nother state saying that they finna tell Governor Newsom that he needs to find a way to get Tory Lanez pardoned and get him out. Like,
you know, it's crazy that the Democrats always like to, you know, have like everyone like, you know, Beyonce and Megan Thee Stallion and all these other artists to show, you know, that they're like, you know, with the people.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to actually getting people out of jail, it seems like the Republicans are the only ones doing it.
I mean, hey, got Kodak out.
Yeah, I mean, Trump got Kodak
Lil Wayne.
out. Lil Wayne got pardoned too?
Pardoned, yeah.
And, you know, I think Trump even said he might help Tory.
I mean, I seen a little rumblings out there for that, but I mean, also, I mean, this rep from this Republican rep from Florida also says that in 36 hours they finna release some new evidence, basically that'll prove that Tory Lanez was railroaded. So I mean, nobody knows what it is. I mean, hopefully,
you ever been railroaded?
Nah, hopefully it's like an actual video of what actually happened, because only thing I remember they said they had was the whole audio clip. It was like this old man, he had an audio clip, and then like they had an old man say he's seen somebody, but then like Tory Lanez was like they paid him off, and then on top of it they said they had an audio hearing of some gun shooting, but I'm pretty sure it has to be a camera there, because I mean, you in California.
Yeah,
there's cameras everywhere.
It reminds me of almost the classic cases where you could see like someone was accused of a crime and they have him in the interrogation room for like 48 hours until they were like delirious, and then they finally admitted it.
True.
And they're like, that was dang near tortured to admit that I did it. You know, that wasn't like a real interrogation. So there seems like a lot of foul play with this case. We're going to have to check and, you know, see if actual real evidence does come. I
mean, allegedly he filed an affidavit, the bodyguard, but I mean, with Tory Lanez, I still feel like he should have took the stand.
He should have took the stand. Yeah, he made a lot of mistakes. Apparently his lawyer wasn't really on his side, was possibly working for Rock Nation.
You seen the movies how it go. If the lawyer you ain't going acting how you want to act, you just stand up and start yelling in the courtroom, acting all crazy. Like, I object. I want to go on the stand. My lawyer ain't let me do what I want to do. I mean, you paying the lawyer all this money.
And you could fire him. People do that all the time.
True,
they don't
exactly.
like what they're doing, they're fired. We had I left us off the screen so they could see Megan's statement here if they wanted to pause it and read it themselves. But basically the gist of it is that she's like, when are y'all gonna let this die? Like, it was a case. There was he was found guilty. The facts are the facts. It was proven in court, and that's it. Please leave her alone. You know, she's saying that y'all are demons. I'm off this silly internet stuff. That's basically the gist of her giant paragraph there.
But I mean, this happened basically happened because, you know, Tory Lanez just got, you know, stabbed up 14 times. And, you know, people were alleging that it was Rock Nation that did it, because they said they called, like the dude said, he called Rock Nation, or he called Megan Seam, and then
was it like the CFO of Rock Nation was linked to one cartel or another, and apparently
you got Dad?
She like snitched on one cartel or something. Allegedly, These are all
alleged things. You got a lot of things going on. So, you know, Tory Lanez team was like, you know, he got poked out. He wouldn't have been in the situation if it wasn't for Megan Thee Stallion. You got the security guard saying he got a statement, even though he should have been talked. I don't know why he ain't talked. So, I mean, you got that.
What if Tory gets out and then sues? Because, you know, sometimes people, if they're wrongfully in jail, that they sue and they win some money.
He too ego driven. He ain't gonna sue. Like, he gonna be like one, like,
he's an independent artist. He said he bankrupt himself trying to prove his innocence. He needs some back.
If he ain't going to stand to point out the girl that really shot him, what makes you think he would be like, oh yeah, I took all my money? Most likely he gonna be like, I got out, God got me out. I'm gonna take this as a win, and I'm gonna just make some music and get hot again. Because I mean, Tory gonna get hot. He did the quarantine radio. That was like the best thing out.
No more free Tory. He doesn't want to free himself.
What are you talking? No, it's all. What you mean? You don't think he want to free? Oh yeah, I mean,
I'm saying that sounds like what you're saying. That he didn't want to put in the work to free himself. So why are we trying to say it for him?
That's true. I feel you, but I mean, that's true. I mean,
he should have made a lot of better decisions.
Because everybody knows he's trying to be the bigger person. But I mean, being the bigger person don't get you out of jail. You got to point the finger. I mean, yeah, you pointing at a girl, it's a female. You probably, some people gonna laugh at you like, oh yeah, you snitched on the female. But I mean, is it really snitching if you ain't do it? Mm-hmm. So basically, he has to snitch. He'll be labeled as a snitch. Either take the 10 years or be labeled a snitch. It's a crazy.
We play in the streets. Sometimes the streets ain't fair.
Golly, Coles. I mean, I guess so, man.
But yeah. I mean, he could take the Daniel Hernandez route.
Snitch.
You saw, the real Boston Richie route.
And get beat up in the Planet Fitness?
Yep.
Ain't nobody trying to get beat up in Planet Fitness.
Snitch.
Oh. Nah, man. I mean,
real Boston snitch, and he still had one hit after he snitched.
Yeah, then he beat his girlfriend, and then, he took his blessings for granted. He ain't beating that case. I don't know who's finna snitch on now. Yeah, golly, you taking your blessings for granted. And
maybe that's
exactly
why Future cut his hair to get rid of all the secrets.
I ain't trying to get sued. But I mean, y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this whole situation. Do you feel like my co-host dog Tory Lanez is been railroaded, or do you feel like my girl Megan Thee Stallion,
she's been railroaded for sure
by Blueface,
by a lot of faces,
baby, a
lot of faces.
Even the soccer player. That Tory and Craig dude?
What's his name? What's that white rapper?
Not MGK. Man.
Kind of dressed like a 50s dude.
Yeah, I forgot his name. Comment down below. She was in the bed with him and all that.
Look at his face.
Look at the face. But yeah, well, I wonder what happened to that. What happened to him? He disappeared after a while.
I heard Macklemore took him out.
I believe it.
I can't remember his name. What is something with a G?
I was gonna say G Herbo. Man, it's G Gil. Oh, God.
Jay Gilgis.
No, man, now you finna make me look it up. But I mean, so
what was his big song? G-Eazy.
There you go.
G-Eazy.
Boom! I gotta look, my dog.
Sorry, I was looking through the shelves on my mind. That was G-Eazy.
Perfect. Yeah, it was G-Eazy, and he disappeared after that whole situation. I mean, hey, it's a crazy track record, but y'all comment down below, like I said below, is Tory Lanez being railroaded, or do you feel like Megan Thee Stallion that you...
Is he being railroaded?
I stumbled on my words. My bad.
Use every extra grease,
horrible.
Or no lube.
Did he go to the Diddy party?
He was there.
Oh, God.
He was at the Kardashian party. That's what started this whole fiasco. Yep.
Now, if we never go to a Kardashian party, you know why my co-host is slandering.
I don't want to go to a Kardashian party.
I want to go to a Kardashian party.
You're not going to hang out with Chloe.
I want to eat
my co-host is trying. He's a huge Lamar Odom fan. He's trying to get in with Chloe so he can hang out with Lamar Odom's kids and then coach him on AAU team. You're not going to be the dad that stepped up. I already told you.
I heard they got the chicken bites with the bacon wrapped around it and the jalapeno dipped in ranch. I'm trying to see how they taste like, co-host. Pause.
You can make that yourself.
I'm lazy. But speaking of lazy, man, moving on to the next topic here, man. We got my co-host's favorite rapper.
Why is everyone my favorite rapper? My favorite singer? Everyone that's in trouble is my favorite. No. Everyone knows that. That's Felix's. That's Felix's way.
You are who you listen to, co-host.
And I don't listen. I haven't listened to Chris Brown since he did a fan of a fan.
Because I know you.
That's the last time I listened to Chris Brown.
You listen to Trey Songz.
Hey, Ashton Martin music was a hit.
Hard. That's not even Trey Songz. But
no,
okay.
his remix.
Oh Lord. Oh yeah, that was fire. But back to the
Chris
story.
Brown has been denied bail and will remain in custody. So he's denied bail in the UK, remains in custody until June 13. American R&B singer Chris Brown has been denied bail by UK court 13 following his arrest over alleged violent assault at a London nightclub in February 2023. Brown, 36, appeared at Manchester Magistrates Court on May 16th, where prosecutors accused him of launching an unprovoked attack on music producer Abraham Diao at a Tape nightclub in Mayfair. The court heard that Brown allegedly struck Diao multiple times with a bottle before punching and kicking him, causing severe injuries. The incident was reportedly captured on CCTV. How's everyone getting caught on CCTV? The whole world is on CCTV.
Facts.
And in 4K. Judge Joanne Hurst deemed the charges too serious for the magistrate's court and referred the case to South Wark Crown Court in London. Brown is scheduled to appear there on June 13. His bail was denied due to concerns over the seriousness of the offense and potential flight risk. His arrest and custody order have cast uncertainty over Brown's upcoming Breezy Bowl XX World Tour, which was set to begin on June 8th in Amsterdam. You know he's a partier. If your number one stop on your world tour is Amsterdam.
We'll go down to Amsterdam.
Everything.
For real?
That's where greenery is legal. You can go into a coffee shop. They call it coffee shop.
Wait, didn't Lizzo get in trouble for going to one of those type of places? She's like, she went to one of them places where like you can like the people be in the walls and where you walk down, like people be in the mirrors and they be undressed and unclothed and everything. You go to one of the parties.
I don't know what type of parties you're going to. This is again why Diddy got in trouble. No, it's talking about these are like cafes where it's almost like hookah, but instead of hookah you smoke
Oh, them coffee spots.
Yeah.
I feel you. I understand.
They're like smoking spots because it's legal over there. Cannabis is legal over there. You can, y'all, we don't have to hide it.
Makes sense. Okay.
But yeah, so you can hang out in the coffee shop. There's all kinds of other stuff I think too is legal over there. I'm not an expert on Amsterdam. I'm not gonna
comment down below what goes down in Amsterdam, or if you've been overseas, let me know how is it over there. But it looks like here. I mean, once I heard this situation that Chris
wants us dying to get to the Philippines.
Horrible. I mean, I'm trying to go to the DR. Be a part of the Passport Bros.
Go where?
The Passport Bros. The DR, the Dominican Republic.
Oh, okay.
What you thought? You thought I didn't know what I was talking about?
I was wondering.
You thought I was talking to Washington D.C.?
Yes. I'll tell you when I hang out with Fat Trail.
Oh Lord, nah, horrible. But looks like when this happened, Chris Brown got arrested. Everybody was confused. Everybody was baffled because yes, Chris Brown has his tour going on, but his tour doesn't start till June 8th. And right now,
for all the ladies out there that love C Breezy, Chris Breezy, I hope he's in jail for 6 months and misses his world tour.
You a hater.
No, I'm just kidding.
Because, oh God.
He's cool. He's cool.
Just because he did what he did to Rihanna, that's how you feel?
A little bit.
Just
a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, but so basically, when this whole thing happened, Chris Brown has his tour in June 8th. We still in the month of May. Everybody's wondering why are you there a month early
to get arrested,
and then basically get arrested. Get this whole situation over. Because I'm pretty sure Chris Brown not a dummy. Chris Brown knows that if you're doing a tour.
What do you mean he's not a dummy? He literally attacked someone at a nightclub and attacked them with a bottle. Does that sound like a smart person?
It's alleged. I mean, he said he won $16 million because he felt like this is the amount of money he would have made.
If I got beat by a celebrity, I want $20 million.
But you didn't make no music. You didn't do anything.
What do you mean? I got beat up by a celebrity. That's the thing I did.
You get your medical bills paid for. That's it.
No, not in today's age. There's a lot of
emotional damage
that you got to pay for.
I mean, that's
what they say. That's why they be going beyond the medical bills.
Yeah, that's true.
It's what is it? Emotional distress, emotional damage, whatever the legal term is. Put it down below.
Yeah, basically that's what happened with the Quavo and that whole valet parker dude. He had that situation going on with Quavo
with 50 Cent as well and Rick Ross, baby mama. What? Because it was like revenge stuff.
Oh yes,
revenge video. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but that's different from this situation. So back to the situation at hand. So with this, Chris Brown came basically overseas early to my eyes, get this whole court situation over with. Because when you have a tour set up, you got people basically to look into. You got people to book your tour days. You got people to call the venues.
Wait, where did he get caught?
Yeah, he got caught in Manchester.
So, why was he in England if he was gonna go to Amsterdam?
I mean, he would basically get it over with. Basically, get his whole because he had.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how it works in Europe. Like, because they have the European Union and they all use like a bunch of the countries over there use the euro. So I don't know, depending on what it is. Like, if you're in trouble in one place in Europe, will the other place in Europe like send you over there?
Yeah, they can.
So even if he was in Amsterdam, would he still got arrested?
Yeah, he still got arrested.
Comment down below if that's right or not.
He still would have got arrested, and then on top of that, I think his third show would have been back where he got the charges from. So he would have got arrested eventually. So I mean, eventually you wasn't gonna finish your whole tour day without getting arrested. It's impossible.
I just would have been like, sorry UK, y'all hate me, never coming back.
But why you said the tour day there? I
wouldn't have.
Exactly, but he did.
But so see, Chris Brown's already double not smart. He beat someone up and then returned to the scene of the crime.
I mean, he had to hurry up and get it over with. I mean, I understand you want to make that overseas money. It is
Chris Breezy.
Free Chris Breezy. Also, man, while we talking about this situation, we're gonna be playing in the background Chris Brown leaving from jail. Then we got a funny situation. What his manager's doing for a special request for Chris Brown. But yeah, back to the situation. I mean, I don't. With this whole Chris Brown situation, I don't know why he continues.
He's got Don Julio in prison.
Horrible. I don't know why he continues to get in trouble, put himself in this whole situation. Like you always talk about, like he had the Good Morning America situation.
Hold on. That's crazy. Go ahead.
Horrible.
Oh my God.
That's what he hit him. He hit him in the head with.
They are speeding, man. That is wild.
Oh my God. Chicken, sir, chicken.
Better hope it's not a shank in that chicken.
It's that famous boy, that famous match boy is fighting. You gotta get some fresh draws, some fresh clothes, They're living like king in jail.
So how many copyrights do you get in this episode?
None. But I mean that was a beat. So basically here's the tour date. This is every date he basically had.
Summer Walker.
Yeah, Summer Walker.
He was gonna get with Summer Walker. She's newly single.
Yeah, Summer Walker on there, Bryson Tiller, Janae Aiko's on tour. But you see all the dates he has overseas. I mean,
sold out.
And basically all of them sold out. I mean, he really wasn't going. He wasn't gonna be back in the States until August. And right now, you see, he's about to miss at least 2 or 3 of his shows because the court date. They said he won't be able to have his court date until June the 13th. He's trying to get another bond hearing to see if he will get out. But I mean, they think he's a flight risk because he did fly away when it's allegedly did happen.
My co-host sold all his Jordans to go to Breezy Bowl, and now this is what they do to him.
I mean, listen here. Before he come to Texas, he gonna be out of jail by then. They not finna do a little Reese my dog, keep him in jail forever.
Nah, they'll risk it now. But I don't know. We'll see what happens with Chris Brown. I think they'll come to some type of agreement. But he needs to check his attitude because it seems like he goes on these spurts where he's doing well and making money and doing all this stuff, and then bam, here he is messing up again. And it's like it's tough when his reputation keeps on taking a hit.
But I mean, he was doing good until he said free Tory Lanez. As soon as he was talking about free Tory Lanez. And then the whole,
that karma?
And then the whole Beyonce situation. They said Beyonce called the police on him.
can't mess with the Queen Bee.
Exactly. They remember what they did to Rihanna. They ain't gonna never forget that. You remember we saw that one video? I made you watch a whole bunch of videos, basically like him from UK, all the UK people talking about this news, and everybody kept saying like, we don't listen to his music, we don't know who he is, but he beat up Rihanna, so
they know who he is.
Yeah, he must be really important.
No,
if you can beat up Rihanna and still have a career, because she's a billionaire.
What was the dance movie where he died?
Stomp the Yard.
Stomp the Yard.
That was fire.
Yeah, like, we watched Stomp the Yard.
He's not really.
Remember when Chris Brown got stomped and stomped the yard?
Disrespectful. Nah, but speaking of getting stomped out, this is really, really my host's favorite rapper.
No. We know who's the D-Lo. We got a little D-Lo over here.
Nah.
So, it looks like man goes viral for exposing his secret relationship with rapper bossman D-Lo is down low. They got texts, screenshots, them even explaining what's the whole situation is and saying, oh, wait, you're a man? And be like, oh, but what's up anyway?
Oh, Lord.
So what do you think? Do you think he sold his soul? He got all these hits and now this comes out?
Listen here, man. They're trying to slander my dog. He's taking over the rap game. You know, every time somebody from Florida, somebody from the South try to take over the rap game, they try to sprinkle a little gay on them. It's just like with Bobby Valentino, a young buck. They try to sprinkle a little gay on him. I think they even tried.
I don't think that was a sprinkle. That was a full pour.
Nah. Remember they tried Chingy with the whole situation like that.
Chingy tried himself with that name.
And messed up his whole career. But I mean, I have to admit, this situation is crazy. So I mean, if you don't know who who Bossman D-Lo is, Mr. Too Slipper, you know about him. He's one of the hottest rappers out. But the other person on the other side is Timmy Bansom. You already know he's a transformer. He basically he's exposing Bossman D-Lo. They haven't really said that these text messages are actually real. Some people saying it's real, but a lot of people
academics said it was real.
Yeah, allegedly academics said it was real, and a lot of people were saying that the way Bossman D-Lo basically responded to this whole situation, allegations, it gotta be true.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
You are gay.
This is exactly why I didn't want to talk about this whole situation. I mean, it's just hard. But I mean, they trying to tarnish my man's career, ruin his career because he.
I mean, why does that tarnish his career? I mean, your other favorite artist,
Lil Nas X, you dropped a hit.
Lil Nasty, still getting the hits out here. Bossman D-Lo could be deloading. D-Lo download. Nah. But I mean, I don't believe this is what actually happened. But at the same time, the way that he did come at him, they gave his response like, who? The
way Bossman D-Lo responded to the
he
dude.
said he was like, I'm gonna handle this in the streets.
Yeah.
So it's like you're gonna attack them in the streets.
There's no win in the situation.
It's like what did Young Dolph say? I can't take you serious. You were beefing with her.
Oh yeah, well, Yo Gotti.
Yeah.
You're being a dyke. I remember that was funny. North Memphis, that was hilarious. But with this situation right here, I feel like since it was only text messages, it's really not that bad. If it was like
asking to FaceTime.
I mean, that's a FaceTime video. It could be anybody. I mean. Just because it's a FaceTime video don't mean, it depends. You can fake a FaceTime video. People make fake FaceTime videos all the time. I mean, still.
It's the wrong type of roulette they playing.
I mean, people can still fake FaceTime videos. I need to see a real video.
So you the texts are fake. The response is fake. Everything's fake.
The response is real. He really did.
So it's real now.
No. The text messages are fake.
Open and shut case.
The text messages are fake. The response he gave was real, but it was poor.
Was this a video?
You can play it, but it's not really no sounds or anything. There's no sound or anything. But at the same time, I feel like if he would have had a video of Bossman D-Lo like running out the room,
this looks like a video recording of.
It was basically all
direct
screenshots,
and they were messaging on vanish mode.
Horrible. Vanish mode supposed to be in vanish. And so you got a video, you got the Bossman. That could be anything. Like you could put a name, you could have somebody's phone number there, and we could have a whole bunch of messages. You don't see no time stamp or anything like that. You don't know when it happened. It could be back to back to back to back to back. You can see all those messages like in 1 minute. It could be fake.
He's guilty.
Come on, you just don't like him.
No, I like his music, but he's not beating the evidence.
What are you talking?
I'm
It's
sorry,
not real
D-Lo.
evidence. It's not
D-Lo.
real. You have to. I mean, come on now.
Comment down below. Do you think this is staged? Is this just to embarrass him?
Mm-hmm.
Is this all fake, or do you think that this is just another Dwight Howard in the game?
Horrible. So basically, what you're saying is if your girlfriend says, "Hey, this girl right here says she has a whole bunch of text messages of you texting her," and she look at your phone and there's no thread of it at all, what you saying? Is she telling the truth or not? Did it really happen? Those fake messages that she has.
She's probably use text and WhatsApp.
So yours is WhatsApp. So it's not WhatsApp. You don't believe it?
No, that's blue messages. That's real.
Horrible. Of course, it's a slippery one.
I'm not the one that was getting slippery.
Nah, but I mean, this is crazy.
It's like D-Lo likes to get slippery when wet.
Horrible. I mean, I don't know how this is gonna do with his career. He did.
Well, you know what's the most wildest thing?
What?
Is that for bossman D-Lo to be into this, and then he's into someone that has the same haircut as him. So he's like basically
into himself.
He wants himself.
Conceited.
He wants himself, but instead of being like, which is already weird to get someone that looks like you, like the female version of yourself. He's like, no, I want the male female version of myself. We sword fighting today.
Horrible. I mean, allegedly they have a Bossman D-Lo tour is coming up soon, so hopefully we gonna see how this does affect his ticket sales. I mean, to me,
they're going up.
I don't think they're gonna affect his ticket sales. My Coles, you know, he feels like he finna what? You think he finna sell nothing?
He's getting double. He's getting more tickets now.
All the LGBTQ finna buy tickets now.
All the demographics are showing up.
Oh Lord, this is horrible. This is gonna be hard.
It's gonna be 20 versus 1, 40 versus 1, 50 versus 1.
Disgusting, horrible. But y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this whole situation right here, because this is just crazy. I don't believe this is at all, but my co-host wants to believe it. But I
didn't want to believe it, but then every news. Social media was booming. I mean, like even academics was talking about it. No Jumper talking about it. I think Shannon Sharp even talked about it. I said, not my dog D-Lo. First it was D'Angelo Russell, and then it was Bossman.
Disgusting. Nah, but speaking of Bossman, the Bossman finna go.
Never mind.
Horrible. But speaking of Bossman, this Bossman right here is finna go to jail for the rest of his living life. So it looks like here we got Cassie alleges in court that her now husband Alex Fine once FaceTimed her while she was having consensual
intercourse with Diddy.
Exactly. So I mean, this case is going crazy. I mean, you know, right now we're on day 7, but we're gonna recap what happened on day 3, 4, and 5. We also have video right here. You know, people standing out protesting for Diddy. We got Cassie entering the court. We also got Alex, one of Alex's silver lawyers, talking about this situation. We're gonna play all these videos. Then we're gonna basically tell you what happened in court this day.
Why do you feel that way?
So these are all paid protesters. You can get $20 an hour if you wear a t-shirt.
You gotta speak up.
She just got recruited, right?
I refuse.
You said no.
No.
It wasn't worth the 20?
No, but like he told me that it's for a Diddy coin, so I'm not really sure what that is. Yeah, they just tried to pay me $20 to wear a free fucking shirt.
Stop. I could tell because
the lady right there, she just kept convincing me to go wear a shirt, and I'm like, I'm good.
so just $20, and if you need $20, all you have to do.
I would have done it.
Is wear a free puff shirt. And you said no.
Yeah.
Did they say how many hours?
$20 an hour. And she told me she got paid like $60 yesterday for standing out here in 3 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Congratulations, Cassie. You're beautiful.
Wow.
With that, I'd just like to read a statement that Cassie just prepared, as well as her husband. They're 2 separate statements. I'll read Cassie's first. This week has been extremely challenging but also remarkably empowering and healing for me. I hope that my testimony has given strength and a voice to other survivors and can help others who have suffered to speak up and also heal from abuse and fear. For me, the more I heal, the more I can remember. And the more I can remember, the more I will never forget. I want to thank my family and my advocates for their unwavering support, and I'm grateful for all the kindness and encouragement that I have received. I am glad to put this chapter of my life to rest as I turn to focus on the conclusion of my pregnancy.
He's acting like Mickey Mouse.
You ever see the shaved head? Cut is dope.
The cut is fresh.
Fresh to death.
And this because he put a patch on the head.
How you feeling?
Feeling great.
Video's going good?
Video's going good. It's almost done.
Yeah, that is wild.
I'm gonna go to my side of the wall. Hold on. Lorianne, come here. Go do like a glide so you can see.
Yeah, and look at the framing. Ready? This is
So it was crazy. I mean, so first part of the case was crazy. Cassie's testimony. I mean, Cassie's the feds did a great job in the beginning. You know, talking to Cassie, basically showing all the text messages between her and Diddy, basically showing how she was texting Diddy saying, "I'm somebody's daughter. You can't be treating me like this." Also basically talking about how it was times where like she had to do like movie roles, and he thought that she was cheating on her with Michael B. Jordan. So she had that situation where she threatened her, and then on top of that, you already know the whole lawsuit situation, how, you know, people thought it was $80 million that she won, but she originally asked for $30 million and she got $20 million in like less than 24 hours. So I mean, that was crazy. She said at first she wanted.
That's one thing that I don't. Sorry to interrupt, but that's one thing I don't understand. Is like as soon as this came out, I think maybe the rumors was she was asking that much. It ended up being like you said, 30. She got 20. But I don't understand how she agrees to sign this NDA and to like be out of it and accepts the money, and then a Fed case comes and that gets
supersedes,
her.
It supersedes the NDA. Like actual crimes supersedes the NDA. Then on top of that, some people were saying that, I mean, in this whole testimony with Cassie, at the end of the whole testimony in the cross examination, she did admit that she still had love for Diddy. So some people were saying that she's really just doing this for her husband. That because he knows that everything he knows everything that Diddy did to her. He basically wants to fight Diddy. He's been like, he posted messages on Instagram saying like he just doesn't like Diddy at all. So I mean, you can tell it is something there. Because I mean, I don't think a girl would really, if you've been with a girl for like 10 plus years, you cheated on her, you did her bad. Yeah, she want money out of it, but I don't think she really wants you to be in jail. Especially if she keeps coming back to back. Like she was the last woman in like 2018.
I think they said like 2019, 2020.
Yeah, I mean 20, and then on top of that, she was messing with Alex. Like you see this right here. Alex FaceTimed her when she was having consensual
intercourse
with Diddy. So I mean that's what makes this story so crazy. I mean, like the way Cassie's team, the feds, showed it. Diddy's a monster. Diddy did all these violent things. Every time Cassie tried to leave, he'd remind her like, "Oh, I got these videos. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna release this video." So you know that's gonna make her not want to leave. Then on top of that, you know she signed this crazy record deal where it's like a 10 album deal, and the only thing she really released was one album and a mixtape. She did do songs with Nicki Minaj, so you do see that out there. He did put her in a room with Kid Cudi, and she did put her in a room with Kid Cudi. You know, she alleged that
Kid Cudi almost got his car blew up.
Allegedly, like Kid Cudi got his car blew up, and then Kid Cudi's car disappeared. And when she asked Diddy the question, he was like, "What car?" He played all stupid. So I mean,
It sounds like super toxic relationship. It really doesn't sound like what they're trying to pit him on this RICO of running like a operation. So I don't know how this is gonna work out. If he's guilty, can they get him on one of those lower charges, or does he just beat everything?
I mean, I feel like Yeah, I mean, I feel he gonna get something. I mean, it's a fast. You gonna get something. I mean, you finna get something. You may not get
it's like
the,
Denzel said in that one clip. I'm leaving here with something.
I mean, yeah, this is a DV case. A DV case isn't really a federal charge. I mean, and that's one thing I do gotta say is the fact that he's being judged by a jury instead of by a judge. A judge probably just get you off of everything you did. But
could you imagine being her kids and then like the kid's in middle school and gets in a beef with another kid and be like, you better shut up before I pull
the Diddy
pull up the Diddy court case manifesto.
Oh Lord,
or what does they call it? The printed version of it,
the lawsuit, the documents. I mean, they could do that, but I mean that'd be like years later because you see like the Kardashian kids, how she says like, oh yeah, sometimes she has to touch.
There was a link to her Ray J tape on Roblox.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he went into this one room in Roblox and it was like, hey, look, copy this link and search it up and you can get this video. And he's like, Mom, what video of you is on Roblox?
Horrible. So exactly. So that, I mean, that could happen like later on in life. A kid could do that. But I mean, that's why with this whole case, that's why they're not showing the video. Like the whole S tapes videos is going on that they allegedly did. They're not showing that to the public or showing that to like the media coverage that's there. They're only showing it to the juries that's there. So they only see that. And the fact that Diddy's doing this case with the jury, I mean, I feel like with the way this case is going, you can probably convince at least one person that this may be a DV case because this whole situation with the Cassie, yeah, when her team went up, she was saying like Diddy's a monster, he beat me, he wouldn't let me go and everything. But then as soon as the cross-examination came, like the story started to look a lot like they started adding more context to everything that was going on. Like you found out that like, oh yeah, Diddy did try to basically help her career, but she kept screwing everybody. Like he put her with Kid Cudi, she screwed him. He put her in a movie, she screwed Michael B. Jordan allegedly. He put it with a personal trainer, Alex, because he's a personal trainer, and she got married, got pregnant with him 3 times. That's not alleged. You see that happen, and he wanted money for that because I basically put y'all together, and like that's not what this is supposed to be. I paid like $20,000 for this dude, so you owe me my money back. So I mean, you see a lot of that happen. Like, of course, none of that basically validates you basically putting hands on somebody.
No. I feel like he should get in trouble. I feel like, even though I feel like the prosecution has a weak case for what they're trying to allege. I hate Diddy. Never been a fan of Bad Boy. I was a West Coast Tupac fan, so all bad to Diddy. But I don't know. I think he's gonna get something small. I think he's gonna get, like you said, a DV case. Maybe get like 7 years. He's already served
almost a year, yeah. And then you see how Young Thug got like 15 years on probation.
And then is it out of New York? Because I forget some states now. Some states you only got to do 50% of the time. Some states you got to do 85%.
In New York.
I don't know what it is for New York.
Yeah.
We're not legal experts or podcasters. We're just talking about current events.
Yeah, I mean, right now he's in New York, and then right now he's in New York, and also like you said, it may go down to a DV case. I mean, some people are saying that, but I mean, the way court cases go, you never know. And then with the whole Cassie situation, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, it's a lot of times where like they've showed the text messages where like she says that she wants to do the OFs, and like she set up the OFs, and like sometimes she's surprised with the OFs. Sometimes she surprises with the OFs, and a lot of
FOs.
Yeah, I mean OFs. Yeah, FOs, freak offs.
Yeah.
OFs is OFs. Yeah, the FOs. A lot of times, like she went to the parties to get the equipment for the FOs. She called the people. She set everything up. It
just seems very weird. It's almost like with some of the Cosby case that like it definitely seemed like he did assault a lot of people, but it was weird where he would have people that like, hey, like you hung out with him like 20, 30 times. Like, why did you keep hanging out with him if you felt like he was constantly not being nice to you? And they're like, well, I was getting opportunities to advance my career and I was going to pass it up no matter what happened to me.
Exactly.
But it was still wrong.
True.
So it's kind of weird how they kind of know it was doing it, but just because a person that's messing with them is famous, they want the perks of just being in the famous person's inner circle. So they kind of let it slide. And it's kind of weird because it's like they let it slide until that person's no longer of use to him. And like they get one last gotcha. you know, they're in court there, and then they're getting more money. Like you said, she already got $20 million.
Yeah, she already got $20 million, and then they ended it on the fact that she got an extra $10 million on top of that from the hotel because she sued the hotel company for basically for the video. So she sued them. She got a settlement for $10 million for that. So she got a total of $30 million, and then like she ended the whole day with like, oh yeah, I just wanted justice. Like I got my money, now I want justice. So it's like, I'm pretty sure you're doing this for your boyfriend. I mean, this is embarrassing. Like, you cheated on him multiple times. It's times where, like, they were saying, like, they were talking about some parts of the case and had to make sure the husband was in a whole nother room because they didn't want him to hear it.
That was wild. And I even saw, like, people making pictures of, like, him, like, running out at some parts because it was, like, too much of discussing of, like, all the nasty stuff she did. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's crazy because you think about it, like, that's his wife and, like, the mother of his children, so...
Yeah, then it was like one of the things, it was like a movie premiere, how Cassie tried to show it as, Diddy tried to make me late for a movie premiere, he beat me up, and then you see Diddy Team come out there and say, oh, here's the full context of the thing. Like, oh, right before the premiere, Cassie takes Diddy saying, oh, I want to do a FO. I want to do an FO before the show. And he was like, you sure? He said, all right, well, maybe we can do a light one. Then like they ended up doing a light one, and I guess allegedly she ended up sleeping real late, and like he beat her up. So yeah, he beat her up, but like she overslept. That's not why he didn't just beat her up for no random reason. Like he beat you up because you overslept, and he didn't want to do the party. You wanted to do the party. It was just a whole. It's like the way these teams
so
worded.
What it really seems like at the end of the day is just a toxic relationship, and he's on film, you know, being bad. I don't know if he needs if it's a RICO, but I feel like, you know,
it's a racketeering chase. Yeah.
Give him 15.
But and that's also
give him 15. Maybe make him do like 8.
But how's it a RICO with one person?
No, not a RICO. Just for the DV.
No, but I mean, you can't do a DV on the Fed case. That's a state case. That's a state case. They can't charge you.
They make up their own rules, and we'll see what happens.
I mean, true that. So I mean,
honestly,
we'll see what happens. I mean, but Diddy's case is looking kind of strong. I mean, moving on to the next part of the Diddy case. Moving on to the next.
Oh my God!
Exactly.
More
Diddy. Moving on to the next case. It looks like Don Richard testified as a witness to basically Cassie getting messed up. We basically had a video here. Basically, Don basically leaving the court. Yeah, basically speaking the truth. And also, we got the bodyguard here. We're gonna play the video and let you know exactly how bad Don fumbled to mess up this whole case.
You'll be back on Monday?
Have you had a chance to chat with Cassie or like see Cassie? I know, have you been used maybe for you to kind of see like...
Don, did he abuse you when you and Danny came?
Okay, we're not going to talk about the facts of the case right now.
What are the facts of the case?
Can you tell us the facts? Don, what have you been up to, or any music topics? I know you're an artist first before anything.
Where did you get your clothes, Don?
Where did you get your clothes?
Gene.
That's that Gene dude that does a whole bunch of interviews on that fake DJ Vlad.
And you the same size as Uncle Phil. And you the same size as Professor Ogilvy. And you the same size as Lucien Griez, Clive Davis.
How you doing?
Okay.
Why you want us to believe that you weren't at them parties participating in that behavior, Gene? We heard everything you got to say on the line, Gene. Gene, are you a victim of Diddy?
Are you a victim of Diddy?
Give him some space, y'all. Hold up.
Okay, hold on. I think are you testifying today?
Not at all.
You are. So why are you here?
All right. Give him some space, y'all. Give him some space.
Us about Diddy for
Please give him some
I was
space.
never scared, and he never sued too. So tell us, why are you here?
So tell us.
All right, watch our backs, y'all. Watch our backs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ever since you went independent, do you talk to Diddy?
Not as often as I'd like, but that's the homie forever. People will never understand that relationship. You know, like, people didn't know that Puff had bought me out of a contract prior to even getting on the show.
Really?
So I had loyalty to that, you know, and that's a respect that I understand that I loved my group, and I know that it wasn't I chose Puff over my group at the time. It was more of when someone does that, where I come from, you got to respect that on a large level. So I gave loyalty to him, and I think I'll never forget that. And my father and my mother, for what we gone through, we'll never forget that. And I think with all his crazy, I look at things like that as loyalty. So I was loyal to him, and I paid my dues back like a businesswoman should.
Right.
Until he said, okay, your dues are paid, and then I left. Not, I'm going to leave you after you did me something.
And then just...
And a solid, and then say, oh, by the way, thank you for buying out my contract, but now I'm going to go over here. I just never said anything about that.
I kept that contract
and I never told anybody. I took all the hate that came with it, that people thought I had didn't choose my group. I just took it. Because it's a loyalty thing for me. It's a respect.
Diddy had a type.
You're loyal at first, and now you're not loyal, and then you got Aubrey O'Day, man. This whole thing, its situation is crazy. So, I mean, once you start hearing the witness list, you know, the feds have 3 victims. The 3 victims is Cassie. There's a John Doe. Some people think it's 50 Cent baby mama, and then there's another person, but they're missing. So right now they have 3 victims and a bunch of witnesses. So it looks like here the next witness to the stand is Don. And you think when Don comes to the stand, like you finna hear something new, like, oh yeah, Diddy did this to me, Diddy did that. But Diddy also captured me. Diddy also threw me in the garage, had me locked up and all this stuff, and had me in some crazy deal. But no, she didn't talk about that. She talked about Diddy basically attacking her with a skillet pan because she didn't want to cook breakfast. And she's like, oh yeah, Diddy attacked her with a skillet pan, then he drug her like up the room, and then all you heard was like glass breaking and everything. So she didn't see anything. She just seen like Diddy throw a skillet pan, Cassie ducked, and then he drug her to the room. So I mean, once again, you got another he say, she say. Nobody's seen
But
anything.
she got cooked in the courtroom. We saw Myron talk about that, who was talking to academics, saying that she got absolutely cooked. And they even asked her, like, why do you take so long to now do this after the Cassie stuff came out? And they're like, are you doing it for doing just the money? And she was like, no. And they're like, well, what are you doing it for? And she's like, the compensation.
Exactly.
Which is the money. So it's like she's literally admitting that the only reason she's doing this is for the money. So
exactly.
There's a lot of things. It's crazy. Like, this is such a serious case. But it's like, I don't know how Diddy keeps on catching these breaks where it's like all this stuff is like making the case look harder and harder for him to be found guilty.
I mean, I feel like the way that he may win is because the way that he has his lawyers. Like, remember, he has like all these different lawyers. So usually, like, if somebody gets a RICO case, like a regular person, you have like one lawyer, he'll do it all. So like, you got one lawyer versus the feds. The feds got a team, or the feds got one person, and like they know how to go against one person. You know, you can practice against one person, but if you got like a team of everybody, it's like basically like the Mavs versus the Celtics in the championship game all over again. Like, if everybody can shoot threes, like, it's kind of hard, and everybody can basically dribble the ball, like, we might be messed up. Because everybody can do something. And like, it was, every time another witness comes up, they have a different lawyer to talk to them.
So they have like a lawyer per person almost.
Yeah, they have a lawyer per person that knows how to handle the situation. Like with Cassie, they had like instead of having a male lawyer go up and talk, because they feel like to the juries that they would have thought like a man talking to a pregnant woman. They would have
a woman lawyer.
Yeah, so they had a woman lawyer. So this one, they had a male lawyer.
They were playing it each time. Mm-hmm. So it's like however the matchup looks.
Mm-hmm. That's what they're doing. And they hit with Cassie they hit Don with a hard ball, and you see, like you said, she fumbled.
Really, you should have I would just have an all-woman lawyer team.
You don't want that,
because the women could talk to the women.
True.
And then you have if the woman's talking to a man, then she could be like, this guy's being crazy. True. But then you have a man closer who gets serious at the end.
Exactly, and make sure that man closer basically knows the judge. It makes you like real cool with the judge.
Yeah, it's the homie.
He plays golf. Make sure you got. He plays
golf.
He plays golf with the judge.
It's crazy that you're really paying for the relationships that these lawyers have with the people, and it's like, and then when you go to like a jury trial, like, and it's like the jury could be like any random people. You could get all people in the same tax bracket. Some people above, some people below. You can, it's crazy. You can get a combination of any type of people. And what if you get all trash people? Like, what if you get a group of jurors that all have androids?
Oh Lord.
You're like, I'm cooked.
That's classist. You can't say that. But I mean, yeah, it is. But I mean, I understand what you're saying. But I'm
just kidding.
You understand? I mean, it could be some people. I mean, Diddy is known to pay a lot of people off because I mean, he does have money. Like you said, he has them people were paying $20 an hour. Court cases like 8 hours long. You see these people doing streams. I be sitting here watching it. Literally, I be sitting here watching the true crime TV shows. It be 8 hours, and out of 8 hours, they only talk for a total of like 40 minutes. So the whole time you just watching the front because you can't listen in. You just watching the front of the building, and people just walk past. And then, like, every few minutes, you say,
they get that's how they get people to they're just streaming constantly.
It's like this, like, okay, you get a lunch break.
Yeah.
You get the inner court break. You get, like, a recent, you probably get, like, two.
So you get, like, the halftime show.
And you get, like, yeah, basically like that. You get a halftime show. Like,
you don't get to watch the game, but you get, like, the halftime show and timeouts.
Mm-hmm.
Because they'll call recess. Because there'll be a few breaks throughout the day.
That's basically how it's going.
Yeah. And then they catch it. They try to. That's crazy to be in court all day. And then every time you get a break, you're getting hounded for, like, what's going on? Give me an update.
That's how it is, and that's how it is. And also, you see how Myron was talking about how some people are camping out like by 5 p.m. the day before because it's a long line. Especially like when Cassie was there, it was a long line there. So basically, like you either camping out, you're waiting, or you're paying somebody to wait for you.
Yeah.
So it's like easy money.
That's wild that they
want. It's like the biggest
you have to
OJ.
wait like that. Yeah, and it's like it's first come first serve, right? So
yeah.
That's how it goes. What's crazy is that they had people wearing the free Diddy T-shirts and getting paid $20. I mean,
easy money.
I would probably have done it just like for 1 hour just to get the free T-shirt.
True.
Like, you know, at least get $20 in the T-shirt.
I mean,
the T-shirt nowadays is $45. And you know what's crazy is I would like leave and then come back and be like, oh, I left a T-shirt. I need another T-shirt.
Oh Lord.
And then I would take those T-shirts and sell them on eBay. Because it's like people are saying this case is like a current times the O.J. Simpson case, like that level of big.
Yeah, everybody can eat off this case.
And it's like it's literal merch. You know, they might be making a movie down the road, and they have the free Diddy shirts, and you're like, I got the real one. You got one to sell right away and one to hold on and sell later.
I mean, you see everybody making money off of Diddy. You see TMZ every time you turn around. TMZ's making a new documentary.
I mean, we're monetized on Tales from the Crib and TFTC clips, so we're literally making
this case is huge.
Diddy money.
They say it's gonna be 8. They say it's gonna be 8 weeks long. I really don't feel like it's gonna be 8 weeks long because if everybody keeps talking about the same thing about DV, because Don went up, Cassie's mom just went up.
Crazy.
She didn't see anything. Only thing like she just knew about like she basically seen her daughter. So basically like she never seen Diddy beat up her daughter, but the daughter came home and the daughter had a black eye. Or like the daughter came home, the daughter didn't have a phone, so she called Diddy and Diddy gave her the phone. Or like
it was like she was rollerblading again.
I mean, so you had that situation. So it's a lot of that situation. Like everybody they call in, like they call it in. Coming up next, you have Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi's coming up next. He's gonna talk about more DV stuff. So I mean, it just seems like
Kid Cudi's being summoned.
Yeah, Kid Cudi's being summoned. They call a couple of the escorts, but all of the escorts are coming up and saying like, yeah, Diddy paid me to come. Yeah,
I was literally wondering, like, my co-host was gonna be like, oh, I gotta go back home for a week, and then they're gonna be like, little Dennis enters the courtroom, and I'm gonna be like,
I'm like, I would never snitch. I mean, he paying everybody the money. He's paying people just to sit there and wait.
Yeah.
Sometimes you ain't gonna do anything.
Yeah, there definitely would have been signs if you would have been getting Diddy dirty money.
I'm over here getting 2K, 3K coming over all the good food, all the pictures in New York or whatever I at, Miami, New York, California, whatever.
I'm sending you to Idaho.
Come on, man. I catch a clap for 40K for Cassie. It's worth it.
You caught it for free in spring break 2013. But
disrespectful, but y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this case is going.
That's what happens when you hang out at Port A.
Exactly. Comment down below how you feel about how this case is going. Do you feel like Diddy's winning? Diddy's losing?
That's enough. I'm enough talking about Diddy.
You done with Diddy?
I'm done.
You did it out. You mad they talk about Tupac yet?
You're gonna get biggied if you don't watch out.
Horrible.
But yeah, you know what? One more Diddy action.
What?
Let me throw you on the couch.
Hey yo. What you got to say, Coles?
Welcome to the halftime show of Tales from the Crib. We let you know what's new, what's up to date, and what you can expect from this channel and other channels on this network. TFTC Clips is up and running, dropping clips every week, sometimes even without thumbnails because some people are slow. But so check out.
I fixed it. You see it?
Yeah, it looks cool. Check out TFTC Clips so you don't have time to watch the whole show. We got great clips. Check out the clips. Always get it here. Full 1080p on Tales from the Crib. I think the clips are 720p.
Exactly.
Maybe they are, some of them 1080p. I don't know. But check it out. Check out TFTC Gaming dropping Skater XL, 2K25, basketball, and wrestling. So a lot of fun videos. Coach dropping a lot of wrestling.
And I'm dropping a lot of wrestling. I mean, I almost slipped up, man. 3-4 days I went without dropping a video. I almost fell back in the hole I was in before, but nah, man, I shook out. I got a video drop today. I got a video dropping tomorrow. That's Wednesday. Tuesday, Wednesday.
Drop a video tomorrow.
I just got my coach to do some videos. I'm gonna drop 2 more videos this Thursday and Friday. Man, we booked up, man. The gaming channel coming back on and strong, man. Keep checking out the gaming channel, but man, make sure y'all check out, the star of the show, man. Crib Reactions, man. Man, my co-host is dropping videos, man. Look how consistent that I got my co-host dropping back to at least every other day.
Yeah. Check us out on Crib Reactions. Trying to drop,
2 videos a day,
8 to 10 videos a week on Crib Reactions.
Good. 8 to 10 is a lot.
And we're at 13.3k subs. Get us to 15k subs. Check out all of our latest videos. We check out music from all over the world. We got a Japanese group, a Chinese group, UK rap. Louisiana rap.
When we hit 1 million subscribers, are we gonna delete all the other videos here and then start off low, or are we gonna leave all the other videos that we made here?
What do you mean?
Because like some people that had 1 million subscribers, and you see the videos, you be like, oh, they have 1 million subscribers, but they only made 200 videos. You be like, they're lying. They deleted the videos, or they put the other ones unlisted so you don't see them.
Yeah, we're probably gonna do that.
Oh Lord. Okay, I mean, okay.
That's why we have a Patreon. Checking our Patreon for Crib Reactions. Yeah, if we get big, and maybe there's a bunch of our lower videos, we might make those private, and then put those only on Patreon.
Exactly, man. Y'all need to put some more respect on my UK videos. Don't worry, man. We gonna get them UK videos up. But man, thank y'all for watching.
UK ones are slow. It'll be low views, and then it'll be out of nowhere. It'll have 2,000. It'll be okay. I guess they're finally getting it.
The actually million places. 3 days, 2.2K blew up real fast in 3 days.
Yeah. Watch that video. I think it's already. I think it hit 3K today.
Okay.
So check that video out. Get it to 5-10K. We always kill it with XG, and then Suicide Boys. Not even ghosts are this. What was that song? Are this real lame? But yeah, that's got 400 views. In just 6 days.
Ooh, exactly. And also, man, my co-host also got us to do those other videos, man. Make sure y'all check it out, man. Crib Reactions on YouTube, man. We stay dropping videos, 8 to 10 videos a week. Man, we staying consistent. We staying dropping. But now it's time to talk about, man.
You know who's not staying consistent?
Who?
The Biebs. Justin Bieber reportedly had to sell his music catalog for $200 million because he was completely broke, despite making nearly $1 billion throughout his career via TMZ. We're told Justin's manager, Scooter Braun, tried to tell him it was a bad idea to sell so early in his career and to at least wait until January 2023 to get a tax break. But Justin didn't want to wait, so he sold in December. Apparently, he was that broke.
Yeah, man, this is a whole sad situation, man. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that Justin Bieber would have spent almost $1 billion? Everything, man, lost it all. He can't even afford to basically buy golf clubs right now. It's looking real bad. I remember seeing videos of Justin Bieber car declining and him going to regular places like Starbucks. So
you're lying.
No, for real.
They have videos of it?
They have videos of yeah. I thought it was declining, but I thought it was declining because you travel a lot. 1 minute you're in one place, 1 minute you're in another place.
They always turn it off. Yeah,
I thought it was one of those situations, but I think he broke. I think he may start a GoFundMe.
No, he didn't. You're lying.
I think he needs to start a GoFundMe.
Going full clickbait.
No, I think he needs to start a GoFundMe.
Oh, start one. Yeah, you would donate.
Of course, I donate to Justin Bieber, but Justin Bieber, man, he's not he's not doing right now. I mean, TMZ is out here making a Hulu documentary about him, basically saying what happened to Justin Bieber.
Scooter Braun, why is all of his artists like have
him and Taylor Swift?
Yeah, they all having issues selling parts of catalogs, this and that.
I mean,
she's not having issues. Well, she had issues with him because of the court and stuff, but she just did her Taylor's version and made even more money.
Yeah, but he didn't. Yeah, he definitely didn't like.
Is he gonna do Justin's version?
Nah. I don't think they have that same kind of problem. I mean,
200 million's low for like someone of his stature, like
for catalog.
Yeah, for his whole catalog. Like you have like AC/DC or somebody else sell their catalog for like 300, 400, 500 million. And Justin Bieber can sell his catalog. People were saying Baby alone is worth 200 million.
You think? I mean, yeah, true. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. That's maybe a little bit of glazing.
I mean, yeah,
as they would say, but
that's probably why But that's probably why everybody nobody wanted Justin Bieber to sell his catalog. So I mean, yeah, that definitely makes sense why it sold for 200 million, because he rushed it. That's the only thing you can really think about, is because he rushed it. He didn't wait, because most artists that sell their catalog, like AC/DC and them, they wait till like they in their late 30s, like they late 40s and 50s.
They even later than that.
Maybe even 60s. Later than that. Like Justin Bieber did this, he was barely in his 30s. He's like 31, 32 at the most.
Yeah, but he really kind of stopped being serious in music.
I mean, yeah, he did. He stopped being serious in music because he was having that drug situation, and that's why I did my research. He did his first concert like back in 2017. He had the Purpose tour. He stopped that one because he wanted to rekindle his love for Jesus. He stopped that tour.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, exactly. He stopped that tour, and then you have this tour right here that he was just doing, the world tour. He had the whole little face situation going on. So since he had that, I mean, I understand how you losing money, because you can't have all these tour days, people buying tickets. It's already set up. Everything's already pre-set up. But at the same time, he did have that face thing, so I think he's suing. I mean, I think he's basically gonna get his money back. He just have to wait out the process.
I don't think so.
It's his face. It's health problems.
I don't think they had that type of insurance.
It's Justin Bieber.
He's made a lot of bad decisions. He let Selena Gomez go. Look what happened. She married a Muppet.
True. Yeah, I mean, it is. But I mean, hey, we got a video right here, basically a TMZ talking about Justin Bieber's situation. Then we're going to come back and let you know what other bad decisions he made.
Hanging out with
Little Twist.
When you're rolling in dough, all of this doesn't matter that much. When you're broke and you want to start blaming people, that's when it matters. I was on a call with multiple people. Justin Side acknowledges that in 2022 he was on the verge of, and the words were, financial collapse. And that's why he had to sell his catalog.
He was so broke in 2022 that he had to borrow Will Bracey, who was a member of the church.
His COO.
His COO. He had to borrow Will's credit card so he could go play golf. That's how broke he was. He could not afford a round of golf.
But it's not cheap to be the biggest pop star in the world. He is the biggest pop star in the world. Of course he has to charter jets. Of course he has mega mansions, which, by the way, we were told he paid cash for all the houses.
Paid cash for all the houses. I mean, he's making dumb moves after dumb moves after dumb moves. He made that dumb move right there, paying all the houses cash. Then on top of that, he tried to audit Scooter Braun, because Scooter Braun audited Justin Bieber, saying, "Oh yeah, you owe me money," and Justin Bieber was like, "Oh no, we didn't pay you because we found out that you owe me money." Then when Scooter Braun did the audit, he found out that that Justin Bieber owed him $1 million. Justin Bieber didn't like that. You said you got your audit from a company that that you trust, that you work with. We want to basically
do our own.
No, we want to do our own. We want somebody that doesn't mess with any of us. It's like a middle person. The middle person did it. They said that, no, Justin, you don't owe him $1 million. You owe him $8 million.
80.
$8 million. Yeah. So I mean, it went up. So Justin Bieber screwed himself. So he screwed himself with the houses. He screwed himself with the tours. I mean, he continues. He screwed himself with Selena Gomez, like my co-host said.
Yeah.
Like, he continues making bad decisions.
Screwed himself with Hailey Bieber.
I mean, they're still, I mean, allegedly they're still together. I mean, she just dropped the.
I saw a thing of him where he was like, "Man, this girl's amazing. Like, I keep on messing up and messing up and messing up." And he's like, "I messed up again, and she forgave me in a day."
Horrible. Oh yeah, you talk about was it today when she got? I think she got on the cover of Vogue or something. Cover of something. And he told her like, "Oh yeah, you'll never be on the cover of Vogue." And like later on, she ended up being on the cover of it,
which is wild.
And you were like a backhanded compliment. Saying,
how do you like a celebrity? You know, that's ridiculous when they have celebrities, significant others, get famous or like get covers of magazines, and it's like that's what they're famous for.
Being
a spouse of like Steph Curry's wife or something, you know, like getting a magazine cover, and it's like, what do you do? She's all Steph Curry.
Horrible. Women have rights. Women have jobs. Co-hosts, you can't be saying that.
No, but I said even about men.
Right.
You know, we might see Serena Williams' husband on a magazine cover and be like, "What are you famous for?" Serena Williams' husband.
I think he's rich. Though. It's like one of those situations, like one of the Janet Jackson situations or Eve situation where they end up going with like a millionaire. One of those.
Or what about Kevin Federline? That's your idol.
No, my new idol's A$AP Rocky. He got.
I thought you were gonna say Bossman.
No, my new idol's A$AP Rocky. He got Rihanna pregnant for a third time.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Exactly.
Sounds like fun.
He's set for life, and she's a billionaire.
Billion.
Exactly. But now, y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this whole Justin Bieber thing. Do you feel like he's really broke? Are these rumors really true? Or do you feel like, nah, he has money in a tuck. He's just trying to not pay Scooter Braun because Scooter Braun's fraud?
Comment down below. I want to see Beavers in the chat. Beavers down below in the comment section. I want to see him.
Oh, Lord. We gonna see.
But speaking of losing.
What?
We got DDG's going to lose this fight in more ways than one. DDG reacts to Halle Bailey. What was that, Tro?
Yeah.
Soulja Boy threatens to beat him down.
Exactly. You a B-A-N-word for putting your hands on Haley. Little N-word. DDG, if I catch you, I'm beating you the F out of you. So it looks like, Soulja Boy going crazy. I mean, just like... just like the way he did to Chris Brown.
He said Big Draco's stepping up. Anyone that's beating up the Little Mermaid got to deal with Big Draco direct.
Lord. Yeah. That's basically what he's saying. I mean, he did the same thing to Chris Brown. He stepped to Chris Brown when he did the whole little Rihanna situation.
Oh, yeah. He punked Chris Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Did he punk Drake, too? And didn't he punk Charlamagne?
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
He's on a punking spree.
I mean, he punked everybody but Charleston White because Charleston White had the pepper spray for him.
Yeah. Dang.
Exactly.
One loss.
But we got a video
He's got a winning record.
We got a video here of Soulja Boy basically calling out DDG, and we also got DDG giving his response back. We gonna let you know what other messy stuff happened in this whole beef, and if it's real or not.
You know how to fight, right? You a boxer, right? Let's get in the fucking ring. I'll hate it. Fuck you talking about? I'll hate it. Tell the nigga set that shit up for this weekend. I'm off tour tomorrow. You can fight the day after tomorrow. Fuck you talking about? I'll be in LA tomorrow. Tomorrow my last show. I'll be in LA in 2 days. Call 8 set the fight up. I'ma beat the Sour Patch Kids out your beat the Skittles out your pocket. Fruity. You think Haley want your gay ass around her?
Skittles
I'll beat your
his pocket. That's
Call
disrespectful.
8 You part of the Diddy gang. Set the boxing match up. Since you so hard. I'll beat your putting your hands on the mermaid. I'ma beat the out your Call 8. You a pussy. My mom fuck you and your whole family. Fuck you talking about you's a bitch. It ain't gonna never end. This day 3.
We call him Bobby V. DDG owe Bobby V some money, bro, on the dead homies. And he should have shouted him out, too. We not playing over here, my nigga. Bobby V, I was listening to the DDG album.
Homies.
It's not about the numbers, but he did 501 album sales this week, which is great. Look.
Soulja Boy is poor. He's poor.
Soulja Boy is poor.
They ain't cranked that since we was yay high, buddy.
But you ain't get the Soulja console?
That? You're poor. I will buy you. Couldn't get next to me. We know you got teeth under them veneers.
Ooh.
Like, it's just certain that was like saying just to like would try to feed off of
off of your misfortune, bro, especially like that, you don't want to go to war with me on this internet. Don't do y'all. Don't do please. L y'all. NGTA. L Ray J was just asking to stream with me, and now he trying to call his homie to get me copyrighted over a song. It's already cleared. No, you can't get a stream with me. It's like so many bro. It's just I ain't even really got to address for real. These folks be on my meat, riding, trying to get on my wave. You both of them trying to be streamers. No one's watching you. You will never get to my level ever in your life. Neither one of you.
Soulja was bigger.
Soulja Boy's begging for galaxies on TikTok as we speak. Galaxies. Galaxies are about $8 after tax. He's begging for $8, guys. These don't leave the crib. Your time has passed, buddy. It's my time now. You know? Ray J, I don't really know. I know. You feel me? But that was lame, Ray J. I ain't really got no problem with you, but that little you did online, you just DM me to stream with me, that was lame as super lame.
Watch out.
Don't DM me after this.
You gonna
and
send
you
the
can
booty
take your
goons.
subs back. But Soulja Boy, that's one of them that just all talk, bro. Nobody worried about that talking about.
You gonna catch him.
I can really get on this, but I ain't even gonna do that. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
On the count of 3, everybody say, fuck DDG. Fuck DDG. Lock this bitch up. 1, 2, 3. Fuck DDG. Bitch ass.
Nah, I mean Soulja Boy, man. Soulja Boy, Soulja. You the same.
Soulja.
You the same one that called out Chris Brown. You supposed to fight Chris Brown, but it ain't never happened. Either he ducked or you ducked. That both stand two different stories. So I mean, I don't know about that. But
No. We know the story.
What's the story?
He went to Floyd. Because he went to Broner.
Oh,
They tried to set the fight up. Soulja signed the paperwork. Breezy never signed the paperwork.
Nah.
He bowed out. That's the L.
They said the paperwork is phony.
He took a L.
The paperwork was phony.
So Floyd makes fake paperwork. Floyd Mayweather said himself, I got the paperwork.
AB makes fake paperwork. And Floyd Mayweather can't read, so that he can't distinguish the two.
He had his lawyers look it over.
Horrible. Nah, but this situation right here, I mean, yeah, Soulja Boy, he basically is a clout chaser. So I mean, anytime any opportunity happens, he's definitely gonna go and hop on it. I mean, because as soon as you see Soulja Boy in public, the first thing he's gonna say is, "Oh no, I'm just playing, bro. I'm just playing." So I mean,
I ain't never heard that.
I've seen that happen. It's gonna happen.
I heard he checked Drake at the club.
You think so, for real?
Yeah.
I mean, for that song we call the "Anyway We Made It."
Yep. Basically,
because that's how we made it.
It's
Because
like
that
stole my song.
I guess so, but I doubt that it happened. Soulja Boy
he checked the game.
Soulja Boy really don't do things like.
He checked the game. Soulja Boy checked the game at the club.
I don't think.
You remember that video clip?
That was when I don't think that happened.
Yeah.
What? When Sean Kingston situation with the game, Sean Kingston and Meek Mills, when he bullied Sean Kingston for his chain.
It was after that Soulja Boy ran into him.
I think I'll look that up.
And he said, "What you on?
Oh Lord,
you don't want it with the Draco."
Nah, Soulja Boy ain't that stupid. He ain't never running up on the game. I mean, I feel he ran up on these small little rappers.
He ran up on the game. He said, "You think you can hoop? You can't hoop."
Oh,
he's like, "I'll play you 1-on-1 for 50,000 right now."
He usually beef with people like shorter than him. Like he beef with Quavo. He beef with the Migos. He had that whole situation. Then I remember because when he had this whole situation with Rico Reckless, he didn't want the problems with Rico Reckless.
He didn't want to get the Dookie Glock on him.
Exactly. He want to talk to people. He want to talk to people shorter than him. Like DDG is like the same height as like Cassie and them.
I would love to see that fight. That'd be great pay per view. That needs to be on Danzin or DAZN, whatever that is.
Danzin, the little Ed and Ross boxing thing.
No.
What?
That's where they have the real fights.
True.
The DAZN.
I mean,
zone.
True. I mean,
go ahead.
I feel like, I mean, if Soulja Boy did fight DDG,
he's winning in the 3rd round.
What?
Knockout.
You haven't even seen Soulja Boy fight?
Yep. Did you hear the story where what he did with his home invaders?
What'd he do? Oh Lord!
It was like the Matrix.
Using these hand, you ain't using no pow pow.
Oh yeah, but his hands are loaded.
This guy is crazy. Nah, I doubt that'll happen. I mean, but y'all
look up Soulja Boy boxing videos and then look up DDG boxing videos and tell me who do you think is gonna win. You'd be surprised.
Nah, but you know what? Who really needs to win? Halo needs to win. The baby needs to win because he needs to be.
Halo's already winning.
You know what's that?
He's winning because he's not. He doesn't look. He's not in the same level as Blueface's son. He's I made it past the tadpole stage. Poor little Charles Barkley never made it. He's still a tadpole.
He going down. You going down. But y'all comment down below how you feel about this whole Soulja Boy DDG situation. Do you feel like this is just clout chase and Soulja Boy not really gonna do anything, or do you feel like it's real smoke?
It's all smoke.
But speaking of all the smoke, man, this topic right here got all the smoke. It looks like here,
Antonio Brown seen getting detained after allegedly pulling out a gat and firing some papas at people trying to rob him.
Exactly, but we got a video here. Basically, Antonio Brown at the brand risk boxing event that Aiden Ross threw this past weekend. I mean, it went crazy. It was a crazy event. AB wasn't on the fight card, but he threw some hands. We gonna play this video.
Walk in. Yo, it's AB outside. Oh shit. Did he shoot at AB? AB got a gun. Who's the other guy? Who? You went that way. No. Hey, get out of the gate! Get back! Move! Get back! No, they good. Move! Bro, I ain't do nothing. Bro. Hey, don't let no one in the game.
Bro, what the fuck, gang? You about to die in this bitch.
Oh man.
Crazy fuck.
You good, my boy? That is insane. He's back.
Nothing happened. We left some blood out there, huh? There's niggas out there bleeding. Just catch up. Nothing. I didn't see. Yeah, catch up. Yeah, I got CT. I blacked out. I didn't know what happened. Blacked out, dude. I blacked out, Aiden. I know you did. I didn't know what happened. I know. Your eyes, man. It came out. Bring it up, bro. That was your shit.
Regarding the boxing, it looks like here, this is what AB said about the situation regarding.
Well, the boxing event that happened last night, I was jumped by multiple individuals who tried to steal my jewelry and cause physical harm to me. Contrary to some videos circulating, police temporarily detained me until they received my side of the story, then released me. I went home that night and was not arrested. I will be taking my legal counsel and attorneys on pressing charges on the individuals that jumped me. I will keep you all posted step by step on the process. Thank you for the support and love. AB84. That's crazy because it's like pressing charges. Like, did they get who jumped him?
Remember, we saw the dude that
I know we saw the dude to address it, but like, what did he get it? Did they end up catching up with him and arresting him, or what?
No, they never end up catching up to him and arresting him. But the dude did do a video out, so they do know who he is. They do know how he looks. So it really just depends on if this dude is really gonna go to the court and basically do anything. Because I really don't feel like AB is gonna really press charges on him. I think it's all talk, because if what other dude said is true, I mean, the other dude says like AB already owed me 180K, because like the dude that he allegedly got in a fight with, they been had problems. They had problems back in Dubai, they had problems back in Dubai because he said AB I had sold him a watch, then told the police that the dude stole the watch, and the dude had to spend like 30 to 40 days in jail in Dubai for the whole situation.
That's wild.
So I mean, like they already have a situation of beef, and the dude already sued him. So I mean, if the dude AB don't want to go to jail for the gun, and he don't want to meet the dude to see about him paying him all that money. So I mean, this whole situation is crazy. But I mean, I feel like the video, with all the videos out, everything is more in AB's favor, because you got a video here looking like AB getting jumped. Everybody named Mama saying AB getting jumped, and only person saying like, oh, a whole different story is the dude.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the video really looks like he's getting jumped and then chasing down the people that jumped him. And when you're famous and have a giant chain, people know that people try to, steal chains all the time. That's like, it's basically, it's hitting a lick.
Yeah.
They can come up on 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $100,000 depending on who they robbing.
Yeah, but this, I feel like it's just a lucky situation. AB got lucky because he's out here moving wrong. If it's already rumors out here of people saying, oh, watch out for AB, he's selling fake watches, or watch out for AB, he'll sell your watch and call the police on you and basically get you arrested and get his stuff back. Like, you having a dirty name in the game. And also, why are you around Aiden Ross? You older than Aiden Ross. Like, you really shouldn't be around in these events doing all these things.
He's trying to start his second career.
Nah, man, you're an NFL
career after football.
You're an NFL player. You're like, you need to be doing what these other NFL players are doing, hanging around them, or doing what Cam Newton doing. Like, you don't see Cam Newton out with other NFL players. You see him with himself.
You see Cam Newton being messy
with himself,
interviewing Dwight Howard's third baby mama, and getting all the tea.
He's doing work. He ain't doing no crazy stuff like AB doing. Like AB out here making music videos, hanging with Kanye West, going to all these different places, hanging with all these rappers. Like,
AB's a rapper now.
Nah, man.
He had a hit.
What song he got hit? What's the name of the song? Put that shit on.
Yeah, put that shit on. Yeah.
I remember that song. Yeah, I forgot. I mean, yeah, I did forget, but that put that shit on that song was catchy. But yeah, with this whole AB situation, I feel like AB, somebody in the NFL needs to grab him and keep him around them.
No one's taking that chance.
You don't think so?
When he quit mid-game and threw his pads off, it was done.
Oh man, that's messed up.
He's never coming back.
They got to be somebody.
Hey, they said that flag football is going to be in the Olympics. That'll be his comeback.
I want to see that.
Because he won't count as one of the active pro athletes. So he could just be a regular player. Because I think they're only allowing one NFL player per Olympic team. Yeah, he could be on the team because he's not an active NFL player.
He going to be on that team, and then they're going to cut him off the team once they find out that he done put his hands allegedly on his one of his kids' mamas again. It never worked out,
baby. He'll be a menace in the Olympic Village.
I bet he would. Bet he would. But y'all comment down below how you feel about this whole Antonio Brown situation. Do you feel like the dude AB maybe fine, the police may not come and try to recharge him, because the other dude is saying that no, I wasn't attacking AB. AB was attacking me. He was shooting a gun at me. Or you feel like AB fine and stand your ground laws because it's Florida?
I guess they're gonna go by the footage.
I mean, we're gonna see. But
if you're watching this on TFTC clips, remember to go on Tales from the Crib to get the podcast first in full 1080p. Make sure you check that out. But moving on, we'll stay with football. But my co-host's favorite quarterback, Brock Purdy, with the 49ers, agrees to 5-year, $265 million extension, putting him tied for number 7 on the top quarterback list. He is making $53 million per year, the same exact money as Jared Goff, and it's crazy that he is making more money than Justin Herbert and Lamar Jackson, but making less than Tua, Jordan Love, Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence making the $55 million, Josh Allen, and the number one paid quarterback, which makes no sense in the world, Dak Prescott.
I mean, hate. How you gonna hate on the Cowboys?
They hate on themselves.
That's America's team.
They hate on themselves every playoff season.
Nah, but man, like I told you, cause man, I told you that Brock Purdy finna get paid over 50 M's per year. I mean, a lot of people were saying like, no, he's gonna get like 48, 47. But no, he ended up getting the 53 million a year. He did try to get more. Allegedly, he was trying to get 65 a year. I mean, to me, I don't blame him. I mean, like, you just coming off a Super Bowl loss. Yeah, you came up for you. Yeah,
but they didn't make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, but like you said, it wasn't his fault. It was injuries. Like
they were hit.
Brandon Ayuk was injured. Christian McCaffrey's injured. All you had was Juwan Jennings, and you had Debo. You know, Debo's gone now. So I mean, they had that situation. But I mean, look at
they got to rely on him more, and he's pretty young.
Exactly.
So might as well lock him in now because he's shown that he's definitely a starting level quarterback. I wasn't paid him this much. I honestly would have rather paid him around like 210 million. 265 is a little bit much, but
210. You trying to lowball this quarterback? So basically, none of these quarterbacks right here you wouldn't have paid. So none of these quarterbacks here is really worth the money they're getting paid. You saying?
I think this list is all kinds of messed up. I mean, we could definitely talk about it. Who do you think on this list is the best quarterback out of the top 10 paid? Who do you think is the actual number one on the list?
Out of the Joe Burrow. He's the number one.
He's the best quarterback in the league right now?
It has to be Joe Burrow.
Where's Patty Mahomes? How much is he making per year?
I mean, I looked that up.
You gonna ask Surrey real quick?
I'm gonna look that up. But yeah, I think that I mean, it has to be Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is like one of the best ones. But I mean, he has a whole bunch of wide receivers. I don't know if the Bengals are really gonna win anything. So it really depends on what you're putting it on. Are you putting it on like, oh, who's the best quarterback? Who has the most the accolades? Like, depending on what you're judging it by.
If you get to pick one football team to do a game-winning drive for your life, who do you want to be the quarterback? Live or die situation.
Joe Burrow.
Do you want Joe Burrow as your guy?
Out of all the quarterbacks, yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, cause think about it. Josh Allen and them, they don't have any wide receivers. I mean, he's gonna most likely he can run it in. I mean, Joe Burrow. I feel like Joe Burrow Joe Burrow's either gonna throw it or he's gonna run it in.
He makes $45 million. Patty Mahomes.
Exactly. He's doing that by choice. Cause I mean, he's trying to do the whole Tom Brady thing. So that's why he's winning so many rings. He's doing that. But I mean, look at Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant. He took the team to the Super Bowl, to the Kansas City Chiefs. They went all the way to overtime, and they lost it in overtime. It's not like they lost it because of him. They lost it in overtime. It wasn't a foul. I think the reason why they lost it was because of the overtime rules. Because I think Andy Reid was telling them the whole time how the playoff rules work, and everybody gets a chance to score, and like I guess the 49ers didn't understand that whole concept, and that's how they ended up losing the game.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, that's the only reason why they lost. So it's really not their fault. I mean, it's like that was a coaching fault. But I mean, looking at this list right here, I mean, who was the best quarterback here out of the top 10?
I'm picking for my life, Josh Allen. Josh Allen is the best quarterback on the list. I would probably have Joe Burrow be my number 2. Josh Allen is my number 1. Joe Burrow number 2.
Not Lamar Jackson?
And then I would probably say, even though he's not on the top 10, Patty Mahomes number 3.
Okay. No, you can't use Patty Mahomes. You use somebody on the top 10.
I don't care. I'm doing it anyways.
No, it's just horrible. See, it's bad.
Then if I'm picking my third, I'd probably honestly say Jared Goff. I like Jared Goff better than all the other quarterbacks.
I feel like Jared Goff is only good because he has the two running backs. He has those 2 running backs. That's the only reason why they're good, and the defense. But besides that, I mean, Dak Prescott, I mean, he's only making that money because of where he is.
Dak is trash.
Trevor Lawrence, he may end up losing his job, but he really doesn't get that many wide receivers.
He's making $55 million per year. He's not losing his job.
He's not performing like that.
He's gonna perform. He's been injured.
I'm surprised Jordan Love has got this much money.
He already got a big contract that early.
He's never even been to the NFC Championship game in the NFC Conference game.
He's getting there. Nah. Not this year.
He's definitely not going to be. He's not.
Tua's got brain damage and makes $53
million. That's crazy. Jared Goff. We already talked about Jared Goff. Justin Herbert. His team was always injured. So I mean, it just depends on him.
Lamar making 52.
Exactly. I mean, Brock Purdy took him to the Super Bowl. The fact that
Brock Purdy should be making less than Patty Mahomes. Brock Purdy should be making.
So that's what you're basing it on?
Brock Purdy should be making $20 million a year.
I mean, that would work if they said, okay, we gonna base this off of the best quarterback salary cap. Do
you think Brock Purdy's, if you're going off not just this list but every quarterback in the NFL, do you think he's a top 10 quarterback?
Who, Brock Purdy?
Yeah.
No, he's not top 10.
Is he better than Justin Herbert?
No.
Is he better than Patrick Mahomes?
He's not better than none.
Is he better than Jared Goff?
No.
Is he better than Tua?
Yes, he's healthier than Tua. He's not better than Tua. If Tua was healthy, then it'd be Tua. But at the same time, it's really about like it's sad. It's like if a team plays, it's like if a team just loves their quarterback, even though the quarterback's hard, but like that Dak Prescott situation, if they pay him a whole bunch of money, that's basically what everybody's basing it on. We're not basing it off on, oh yeah, like a team's gonna tell you like, oh yeah, look at Patrick Mahomes.
The market price.
Yeah, look at Patrick Mahomes. He's accepting $45 million. And he's like this best quarterback. Like you haven't went to these many Super Bowls, so you should get like 40.
They're like, yeah, that's like the top 15. I'm definitely a top 15 quarterback, and the top 15 quarterbacks make between 45 and 60 million a year. So I know I should at least make 50 something.
Exactly. He's like, I know I'm better than Justin Herbert. I know I'm better than Lamar Jackson. Surprised him. I mean, Lamar Jackson didn't have an agent.
Say it.
He didn't have an agent. He did it himself.
My coach just said Brock Purdy's better than Lamar Jackson. He said it here. Certified Lamar hater.
He's not. But I mean, the NFL whole situation is rigged. I mean, they're saying the 49ers have the easiest NFL schedule this season coming up. So I don't know how.
Bounce back year.
They didn't have a bounce back year. They're paying a whole bunch of trash teams. They're paying the Browns. They paying the
Jets.
I don't think they're playing the Jets. I
thought you said they're playing the Jets.
Nah.
It's the easy schedule. They got one of the easiest schedule. The Steelers, who I thought might have a trash year with no quarterback. But we actually might be doing pretty good because our schedule is like
Will
the
Howard is not a
we've seen in
quarterback
forever. Who?
Will Howard is not a quarterback.
He's already won a national championship. Why can't he win a Super Bowl?
You know what's funny about Will Howard? I seen him talking. I seen Joe Gruden.
Better than Mason Rudolph.
Nah, yeah, he is better than Mason Rudolph. I seen Gruden talking to him and say, "Oh yeah, you build just like Josh Allen." You know, so I'm like, "Oh wow."
He's
so
like, you're Josh Allen Jr.
Yeah, you're Josh Allen Jr. So basically, you think you got a Josh Allen Jr. Like he's basically
Gruden
like.
said to him, he rated him the number 1 quarterback in the draft. So we'll see. You know, if he wins Rookie of the Year, then you got to take a triple shot.
I got you. I take a triple shot and I take you to your favorite restaurant.
Yeah, Buffalo Shrimp, baby.
Horrible. But yeah, comment down below how you feel about this whole Brock Purdy situation. And also, do y'all feel like, will they win their division? Will they outbeat? I mean, the Seahawks is trash. They got to beat the Cardinals. But we're going to see how that division goes.
No one's worried about the Cardinals.
Exactly. But, you know, we are worried about the WNBA.
Because Caitlin Clark is out here flagrant fouling people. She was flagrant fouled on this play involving Angel Reese. And, you know, it was basically, if you asked the people in the media, they would have thought there was a massacre out there. They would have thought that Caitlin Clark hit her with the people's elbow in the temple.
Facts.
And knocked out a couple teeth. But no, it looked like it was a regular basketball play, but it got super crazy. And you even got fans of it getting into it where they're calling people, each other out and calling out their family or
calling people monkeys.
Calling out, you know, who they're selecting as their spouse. So it's crazy. It's gotten personal between the fans, and the Indiana fans have been called racist. Caitlin Clark fans have been called racist, and it's just it's like a whole battle. It's like pick a side.
Exactly. It's like pick a side, and I feel like the WNBA doesn't know what's. I mean, yeah, we'll play this video in a few, but yeah, I feel like the WNBA doesn't know what side to pick. Like, do you go ahead
They
and
just
do
love
you?
the drama.
I mean, yeah, do you go ahead and support the women on the team? Because I feel like a majority of the team, a majority of the WNBA players are black. So like, do you go ahead and support them and like stop this whole Indiana thing going on? Because a lot of people are saying like, oh, it's a lot of racism going on. Even one of the players that's like DJ Carrington's current girlfriend left. She was the power forward of the Fever. She left it because she was like
she didn't resign. Yeah,
she didn't resign. It was just too much. So like, will the WNBA respect that, help the women out, or will they look at the dollar signs? Because at the end of the day, WNBA ain't getting no money. Like,
yeah, I'm sorry, I'm trying to blank on DJ Carrington's girlfriend, but yeah, she was on the Fever, and I think maybe she didn't like seeing the side of the Fever fans that like, I don't know if I want to be on this side, because you think if you're on Caitlin Clark's team and you know that they're going to build a team around her and you're going to be on like prime TV all the time, that maybe you do want to stay so you can build a name for yourself being in all these highlighted games. But even with that, she didn't want to be on the team and left.
Mm-hmm.
So it's crazy to see. I've seen some of the stuff with the fans online, but I mean, that's just fans of anything. Because if you really think about it, yeah, I think the whole thing's blown out of proportion and just gone way crazy. I think it was just a regular foul. I think in the NBA that would be an irregular foul. It's not a flagrant foul in the NBA. It would just, been side out of bounds or free throws. She even got the ball up late, so they might have even called it on the floor and not even given her free throws.
True.
But I think this is everyone's blowing out of proportion, and I think they're doing it because it's an easy target to get the WNBA name, in the news. I think that they, their season just started and they want to start things off with a pop. And this was just an easy target for them to, be the number one news thing from them already.
True, because it is kind of funny how we watch so many WNBA games. Like, we'll watch the Dallas Wings, or we'll watch the New York Liberty games, or like the Las Vegas Aces. Like, none of those games you hear nothing about, racist fans doing this, or racist fan doing that. Like, you only hear it at certain games. Like with the NBA, you only hear about racist fans when it's with Westbrook. For some strange reason, like or LeBron, like it's Westbrook, LeBron.
Well, I would say Indiana. It's it's funny.
What?
Is they're both Indiana.
Oh, you hear the racist comments in Indiana?
Yeah, they said that the Pacers fans are racist sometimes, and then the Indiana Fever, it's the same fans.
Oh
my God! But they say they're kind of racist. What other fan base? I guess it's just Indiana.
Horrible.
No, there's been another one. I heard that maybe the Pistons back in the day weren't denied. Oh, the Boston fans.
Mm-hmm.
The Boston fans are racist. So it's a weird thing. If you're a player on the team and you see him being racist, and I was like, yeah, I hate the other team, but I don't want you using racist terms while I'm right here.
But how far will it go? Because I mean, the WNBA All-Star Game is going to be held in Indiana. So I mean, like, if Caitlin Clark is already having this problem, because I mean, this game was crazy. It ended 93-58.
They beat belt to ass.
It's like once that flagrant foul happened, they were only down 14 points. They basically only scored like at least 14, 15 more points, and they just stopped playing after that. So will WNBA players boycott the Indiana All-Star Game because it's racist? They racist that why would I want to be in that whole place?
That's what the All-Star Game is.
But they hate me.
Because you're getting paid to be there?
I don't think they get paid. I mean, like, they didn't get paid that much. They get paid like less than, all this good getting paid like less than $200K, $250K is the most highest WNBA player makes. They're not getting paid that much.
But they're still getting paid whatever their salary is. No matter, I know.
Ain't Jerissa out here making $75K?
Yeah, no, but she's making more from her endorsements.
That's that endorsement.
That Reebok probably pays her more than that.
I mean, so you think? Reebok better pay that bag for me to go to Indiana. If Reebok want me to go to Indiana and they over here acting all racist, you gotta pay me $200. At least give me $7 million.
What you could do? You could just fake an injury and not play.
But you gotta. You won't be playing the All-Star Game, but showing up.
Be like, oh, it's so bad. I got to rehab. I'm not allowed to get on a plane right now.
Oh Lord,
it's too much swelling.
It's Indiana, Chicago. That's like a 4-hour drive.
Can't make it.
Why you wouldn't make it 4 hours? You ain't gotta drive.
Can't make it. Family emergency. Can't make it.
Nah, but I mean, this situation going on crazy. I mean, it just keeps elevating and elevating. So like, you have this whole flagrant foul situation, then you have the whole little then you have the whole little picture situation with the Angel with Caitlin Clark and LeBron James, and like
that got everyone mad. Yeah, that LeBron took a picture with Caitlin Clark on the IG, and everyone was like, "Traitor!
Exactly,
you betrayed us, LeBron. You're supposed to support Angel. You out here taking pictures with the White Devil. Why do you got your arm around Nicolas Cage Jr.?" They were going off in the comments.
Exactly, and then the last thing that came up was like this beef that just came out of nowhere, man. Looks like Ryan Clark and RG3 basically came to blows over this whole Caitlin Clark situation. Verbal blows. Yeah, basically. We're gonna play the video and let you see for yourself.
Everyone in the arena had to.
Basketball player, right?
It's so obvious that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. If you don't know, let me inform you about what happened. Caitlin Clark committed a hard foul on Angel Reese as she was wide open for a free, easy layup. Routine play. Every one of you that's watching has heard your coach tell you, hey, we ain't gonna give them no easy points, no easy baskets, no easy baskets in the paint, baby. So why do I think Angel Reese?
I don't think I've ever heard a coach talk like that.
It could be the fact that Aaliyah Boston had to save Angel Reese from ending her career.
RG3, he does understand hate. It's the hate of self. He's not having conversations at his home about what black women have to endure, because in both of your marriages, you've been married to white women. And the whole time that he's mimicking Angel Reese and bobbing his head and moving his neck, his wife is in the back amening and clapping. And he always points out on social media the color of his wife's skin, as if the color of her skin is what makes her special. Black men who have chose to marry outside of their race, they always feel like they have to go the extra mile to prop up the woman that they're married over black women by denigrating black women. This is what I'd like RG3 to know. No matter how much he continues to echo the microaggressions of racists, he'll be no less black than me. When you look at the play, that's competitiveness, that's rivalry, that's not hate.
Angel Reese clearly hates Caitlin Clark. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy RG3, and I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys because there's been a lot of buzz, a lot of conversations about my sports take that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, which was purely based in basketball. But I think all of you know there's a line in life that you just simply don't cross. Wives and children are always off limits, and Ryan Clark has sprinted past that line. Ryan Clark didn't like my sports take that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, and that's fine. It's okay. It's part of the game. Sports media, I'm going to have an opinion. This person might not agree with it. That person might not agree with it. But what you don't do is turn around and personally attack me and my family just because you don't agree with a sports opinion that is purely based off the sport. I didn't make it personal. But what that really shows is just how low of a person Ryan Clark is. But Ryan, you crossed the line, man. You made it personal and some. I really believe there should be no space in sports media for personal attacks. I've said it before. But certainly personal attacks against wife and children have always been off limits. Ryan, you attacked me and my family in a public forum on a level that shows just how low of a human being you are. You can disagree with me all you want. Challenge my takes, but keep my family and my wife out of it. That's a boundary that should always be respected, man. Always. Ryan Clark personally attacking me and my family because he disagreed with my sports opinion is a bad look for ESPN. It's cowardly, it's spineless, and it's weak. Ryan Clark personally attacking me and my family, personally because he disagreed with my sports opinion, is a bad look for him as a man. I hope you get the help you need, brother.
I hope you get the help you need, brother. But nah, I mean, with this whole situation, Ryan Clark really didn't say anything wrong about his wife. All he said was, "Oh, your wife is lovely and everything. I just don't like the way you run your house." So I mean, I don't feel like it was warranted. I don't feel like it's warranted. Like I don't feel like, oh yeah, if I say like John Moran has a horrible free throw shot, and you be like, well, the way you run your house sucks ass, and you be like, that wasn't called for. You shouldn't say that. I mean, that's the one part.
No, I mean, I feel like that. I think both people could be wrong. I feel like RG3 was wrong because people were saying that, like, you know, that he crossed the line by saying that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark because he doesn't even know her to say what she's feeling.
True.
So I think RG3 was wrong there. And then I think a lot of people are getting it wrong because I think Ryan Clark crossed the line. Because instead of saying that, like, dude, you're being clickbaity, you're saying she hates her and she doesn't even know it, or like, why are you trying to like flame these narratives that we know that like people are trying to push these like race narratives and stuff. But instead of doing that, he's like, you don't know what you're talking about because you've been married twice and you've married white women twice, so you're not even know how to teach your kids right, or your wife can't teach your kids. Like, yeah, he did talk about wife and kids. So for people saying no that he didn't, it's like, well, did you not listen?
I mean, he mentioned, we say anything bad about him. What did we say bad about the wife and kids?
The fact that he's even mentioning,
no,
what's the point?
No, but what did I say bad about? I didn't say anything bad. If you want to talk about what I said about your wife and kids, I said you have great wife and kids. I just mentioned your wife and kids. But I said, if we actually listen to what I said your wife and kids are great, but I hate the way you run your household. That's not, but I didn't say anything about the wife and kids. The wife and kids, I said they're amazing. But I don't like you and the way you run your household. That's it.
But why is that even bringing up?
I don't, but I didn't say anything bad about him. I just said I don't like the way you run your household. But if I say, you said something bad about my wife, what did I say about your wife? You said that she's a nice person.
Well, you said she basically can't teach your child how to survive in this world.
You can't teach your child how to survive in this world, but your wife is amazing.
That's not what it sounded like to me.
He said your wife is amazing. He said he gave your wife a compliment. Ryan Clark said your wife is amazing. When I met your wife is cool. But I don't like you. I don't like what you do. I don't like. That's what he said.
And he was saying, you know, that he does these microaggressions and talking about how when he runs his household has nothing to do with Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese.
I give you that. Yeah.
So I just feel like he's being random and like He's basically trying to call out RG3 for being an Uncle Tom.
Mm-hmm. I give you that.
And even bringing up that you can't even raise your family right because you only marry white women. So I feel like that like he should have just called him out for like saying that you're just like you're doing a clickbaiting and feeding into race narratives for clicks.
True.
And you should be ashamed of yourself rather than talking about how his actions and selections affect his household or his kids. Like what are you talking about? But your wife is
amazing. But your wife is still amazing.
Nah.
He said your wife is amazing.
Ryan Clark is a bona fide idiot. But I don't really like RG3 either, so it's just like two idiots talking. It's like I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. I think they're both wrong.
True.
I think RG3 was wrong for his take because I don't think it was just a regular sports take because he wasn't like critiquing the game. I think he was just clickbaiting and rage baiting. And then Ryan Clark, I just feel like he just
you'd have to take it to the household.
I feel like he's like trying to play ignorant, but he knows exactly what he was doing.
True.
He was literally saying a whole bunch of stuff without saying it, but saying it all around it, and then trying to be like, but I literally didn't say it verbatim. And it's like you're trying to like say you didn't say it by a technicality, but everyone knows exactly what you were saying.
But I didn't say it.
And that's why people get slapped.
Facts. I mean, hey, I didn't say
that's why people get assaulted.
I mean, that does happen. But do you think that would happen in this situation? Do you feel like Ryan Clark? Because I've looked it up.
I think RG3 would beat up Ryan Clark.
You think so?
He's got the power of Christ in his hands. He can't be stopped.
Got the power of Christ in his hands. Can't be stopped. Man, but y'all
RG3 is very religious. I don't know if Ryan Clark. I've never really seen him be a religious person.
Oh my God!
So I'm just gonna give him bonus points.
Comment down below. Who do you think is more in the wrong? Is RG3 in the wrong? Is Ryan Clark in the wrong?
They're both wrong. Comment down below. They both wrong. Comment down both.
Yeah, they both. I feel like they're both wrong. But speaking of wrong, man, this topic right here is just all wrong. Looks like here, man, seven different champions every year. We've gotten a new one. It's the end of dynasties. No more dynasties. We're down to the Eastern and Western Conference Finals,
and we'll have another new champion.
And another new champion. Who? I mean, how you liking this playoff picture so far?
I mean, as someone who's been really into the NBA since, like, I would say at least the year 2000, at least 20, 25 years, been super into it. I did not expect this Final Four. I'll bring us off screen so you can see the picture. But yeah, I did not expect the OKC maybe, but I definitely didn't expect the T-Wolves, Knicks, or Pacers to be in their conference finals. And as far as the 7 straight years go, I think that they've just, with the new commissioner, that they made the NBA into the NFL. There's really no dynasties in the NFL. There hasn't been dynasties in the NFL since, what, like the 90s? The Patriots. The Patriots, and I guess you get the Patriots.
In the NFL, yeah.
Yeah, probably the Patriots. But, unless you're talking about the other years.
The Chiefs almost was a dynasty.
Did they win back-to-back? They did, right?
Yeah, but they
it's a baby dynasty. A real dynasty is a three-peat.
Yeah, they almost won the 3, but they just lost to the Eagles.
I guess they still have it, but it just seems like, I don't know, as my years around being an NFL fan, that it seems like it's more common for there to not to be dynasties. But we'll see. I think maybe it'll go back and forth, but with the new CBA and the way things are going, it looks like most teams are kind of going to be a 2-star team, so they have enough money to pay the rest. No more 3-star super teams, so it makes it super easy, or even, So I think it really determines on who's healthy, on who wins the championship.
Yep.
More than who's the best team. It's matchups and health that really determines who wins the NBA championship.
Exactly, and that's exactly why the Boston Celtics lost, because Tatum got hurt. Also,
that's
Chris
not why. No, the Celtics don't get a pass.
What?
They were losing.
Porzingis was hurt.
They were losing that game anyway. They were going down 3-1 with or without that injury, and I still think that they would have closed them out in 6 anyways. No, they closed them out in 6. So, there's no excuse there. But yeah, Steph Curry got hurt. LeBron had no center.
He had hurt.
There's a matchup.
Yeah, matchup.
And he got hurt. But he got hurt at the end. Same thing. You can't give him credit for that. And then with the Bucks, Dame
Curry got hurt.
Stuff, and Curry got hurt.
Exactly. People, yeah, they all got hurt. I mean, and then what's called Eric Gordon. Gordon got hurt, but he in a hamstring situation, but he ended up still playing.
Yeah, and Denver had a lot of hurt players.
And Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr.
Had the shoulder, couldn't shoot.
Had the shoulder issue, couldn't shoot. But I mean, with the going back to this championship, these conference games. I mean, with the first one, we're gonna do the Western, then we're gonna go to the Eastern. So with the matchup OKC and the Timberwolves, I mean, this one, I really feel like it can go either way. I really feel like it's gonna come down to
free throws.
Nah, it's really who's gonna foul the least? Who's gonna foul the least? Because I mean, Shea, he gets all his points by the free throw line. If you're not slowing down, taking him to the lane, if you're not slowing him down, taking him to the line, then you basically have a chance of being OKC. It's just like today, like they end up beating the Timberwolves because Anthony Edwards ended up getting a foul trouble. He only had like 18, 19 points this game. I mean, Julius Randle was the one that balled out, but I mean, you really needed another superstar to ball out, and I don't feel like OKC really has. I mean, they're a good team all together, but I
was really surprised that they played that many guys because I feel like in the playoffs, you always shorter your rotation.
Yep.
And OKC is like, they get so many regular season wins because they play like 12, sometimes 13 guys in one night. They have a really deep team. But in the playoffs, sometimes it gets shortened down to only like an 8-9 man rotation. But even in this game, they still played like 12 guys. And so they were able to be fresh. And I feel like Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves wore down in the third and fourth quarter. And I think OKC is like the perfect matchup now that they got Harkenstein, where they got a couple, and Chet, they got a couple bigs. And then they got a million wings. So Anthony Edwards has got a bunch of defenders. You know, they got Caruso out there that can play him tough. You know, Shea's tall; he could play him. What is Wiggins?
Wiggins, yes.
Yeah, and Dort. So I mean, they got a plethora of guards that could do it. We saw game 1 and OKC absolutely killed him. And Jalen Williams only had 8 points, and they still blew him out like that.
Because our defense was Anthony got in foul trouble.
Chet had 7. Hartenstein had. Oh wait, no. Williams had 19. Chet had 15. Hartenstein had 12. Shea had 31 off the line, and then Caruso had 9 off the bench, and Isaiah Joe had 7.
Exactly. So I mean, they was all going at it. I mean, I feel like this series is definitely going 7 games. I feel like they're gonna split home. They're gonna split
it's not going 7.
They're gonna split the home games.
OKC is 6.
You think so for real?
OKC is 6.
You feel like Anthony Edwards is?
They're gonna put it on them. They're gonna go up 2-0. They're going to lose game 3, so it'll be 2-1, and then they're going to win game 4, go up 3-1.
Now, I feel like
then they'll lose one at home, and then they'll win one on the road.
I feel like with this one's going to be like, who can win without their superstar? Like, can the Timberwolves win without Anthony Edwards going crazy? Because if Anthony Edwards don't go crazy, then you see they lose. And Shea, if Shea don't go crazy, will OKC win still? Because I don't think so. I don't really think.
No, not if they keep him off the line.
Exactly.
But, you know, Caruso, Dort, Chet, Hartenstein, they can all kind of pitch in. They got so many guys that could pitch in and kind of, you know, do it by a team effort. But Shea, I think, has got to get 25 to 30 each night. And I think for the Wolves to have a chance, I think Anthony Edwards is going to do something 25 to 30 plus every night is the only way that they're going to win. I think he's really going to have to be around really like 28 plus for them to win. I think even if he gets 25, I don't think Randall's going to play like that every game. I don't think Randall's going to have 28 points every game. I was really surprised how good Williams and Caruso can guard him when they were on him because they're severely undersized. But they did a pretty good job.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I feel like I'm going for the Knicks to win the whole thing because I feel like Jalen Brunson, out of all these teams, Jalen Brunson can give you 15 and the Knicks can still beat you. Because you got Cat, you got Mikal Bridges, you got OG. Whenever OG want to play, he can play.
He can get a random 30 piece.
Exactly. You got Josh Hart. Josh Hart doing everything. He's getting black eyes, dropping triple-double still.
Josh Hart will have like 15 points, 12 rebounds, and like 7 assists. He's like a super Draymond.
Exactly. So, I mean, that's the only team I feel like that's the full rounded team, especially, especially they got Cat. Cat out here, tall as hell, shooting threes.
Yeah, I mean, so does Miles Turner from the Pacers.
Yeah, he's been going off too, but with the Pacers, I feel like if Tyrese isn't being the person that's trying to score, if like he's been all passive and everything, they're not really gonna score that much. Like he has to do a lot just to get. He has to do a lot to get the team to do a lot too. If he ain't doing a lot, then they ain't gonna.
Yeah, they really do kind of go with.
They run off of him.
I think that OKC is gonna win in 6, and then I'm gonna give Knicks in 7. I think the Pacers are going to put up a better fight, and I think they actually match up pretty good. You know, Turner matches up with Towns. Siakam matches up with OG. What's the Pacers small forward?
Siakam. I forgot. Nembhard?
Nembhard's a shooting guard, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's something like that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm drawing a blank. But, yeah, they all is that Mathurin or what's the other guy's name? I don't know. Is Mathurin start or the other guy?
Probably the other. I think it's Mathurin.
Yeah, but yeah, they basically match up with them pretty good. And Halliburton is pretty long. I don't know if they'll put him on Brunson knowing the way that he fouls. They might put Nembhard on him, but we'll see how that goes. But hopefully the Knicks win the championship. I got a bunch of Knicks gear from back in the day whenever Stoudemire and Carmelo and J.R. Smith was all in the Knicks, and it was a Knicks tape with Amon Shumpert. And
you know it's gonna be crazy.
I got Knicks hats and everything. I even got a Knicks hat signed by Jeremy Lin too. Shout out Linsanity. So I got tons of Knicks gear.
Look at the injury list. Ain't nobody on the Knicks right now injured.
It's fantastic.
I mean, you got
what's the Pacers players?
What you got?
See.
What you got? Hartenstein. You got not Hartenstein. Pacers. You got Siakam. You got Tyrese Halliburton.
Matherin's the small forward, and then Andrew Nembhard is the shooting guard. Oh, Naismith, Aaron Naismith. I forget if Naismith or Matherin start, but they're basically like very similar players, and either one of them will go up against Bridges. I think the Knicks got a little bit of better talent, but we'll see what happens, man.
Yeah, we definitely see what happens. But I mean, this playoffs has been, been looking good. I like the physicality. Only thing I don't like.
Legends.
Only thing I don't like is like the blowouts. Like it's like almost every other game. Every other game is a blowout.
There's been a lot of close games.
You think so?
There's been some blowouts for sure, but there's been a lot of close games.
Nah, them game sevens are like blowouts.
Oh yeah. That did happen.
But I mean,
that was lame.
But that's the playoffs so far. Man, we got a few more games left. Man, that was just game one. OKC versus Timberwolves. Next game is the Knicks Pacers.
That'll be probably playing either the same time or this podcast will be playing a little bit before that game happens. So let's go Knicks, baby.
Let's go Knicks, baby. And let's go to the next slide here, man. Next, we're talking about that new music, man. New music coming out. I definitely need to check out that TFTC music mix number 5. I just added that little Pump and Smoke Perp song, man. Smoke with us. It's fire. My co-host is a hater. It's fire. Yeah, definitely check that out, man. We definitely need a collab tape with a little Pump and Smoke Perp. Also, man, that music that came out this week, we got a lot of music coming out this week, man. We got that Snoop Dogg, that's my pick. That Gucci Man and D-Lo song that came out.
Deloading.
That 2 Chainz, Lil Yachty. I heard that song a bunch of times. That song is actually pretty good. Yeah, I definitely need to check that out. That T Grizzly came out, that album. But it's time to talk about my pick of the week, man. I got that Snoop Dogg, It Is a Crime, man. This album is a pretty good album. He dropped a little documentary. That's what really got me to it. Got me listening to all the songs.
What do you rate it 1 out of 10, including that you got the documentary as a bonus?
7.5.
Even with the bonus?
Oh, no, 8. It's a 7.5 with the bonus, yeah. 7.5 with the bonus.
Okay.
It's still pretty good. Snoop Dogg is an old artist. The fact that he actually got me listening to it back to back. He got a song with Sexy Red. I mean, that's the only real new artist he got on there. Everybody else is just him or like some California artist. So, you definitely got to give it to him. But then, man, you definitely got to give it to my co-host. And this pick, man, he picked.
We got T Grizzly. Absolutely dropping hammers. I love this album. I'll go ahead and say it right now.
This is a certified hood classic.
For sure. 10 out of 10. Rick James, they shot at Trump. Jalen Hurts. I Can't Cap. Pull a new foreign. Was it Jalen Sersky?
I like Customs.
Yeah. All those songs, man, super epic. I give the album 10 out of 10. Listen to it.
Okay.
You can
up there like 9 and 10, 1 or 2. I give it the same thing.
I think I like.
This is a mixtape, not an album, allegedly, but it's all the same.
It's all the same. Yeah, I think I like a 10 out of 11 songs. I mean, 10 or 11 songs. I don't remember. It might have even been 12, but I know at least like 10 or more. So shout out to Grizzly. He's working with Chop Squad, produced by Chop Squad DJ, and epic tape.
Definitely. Shout out to Grizzly, man. Make sure you check that out, man. Make sure you check us out on Twitter, man. Felix Supreme 305 on Twitter. My co-host, Papa O'Block. He tweets sometimes, not all the time.
Not really.
But make sure you check that out. Also, man, make sure you check us out on Tickety Talk. I stay posting on TikTok, man. Thank y'all for watching it. We finna start doing a lot more on TikTok because it looks like here they're not finna ban it. It's here forever. But but you already know, man. You already know how we rocking. You already know how we coming, man. It's TFTC Podcast. This episode 205.
Peace.
I'm Felix Supreme 305. It's late at night. We working. I'm hungry. It's time to get some tacos and nachos.
Oh my God. I guess we're doing a nacho run. But watch us every week. Tales from the Crib. Watch TFTC clips. We clip it out. TFTC Gaming. New gaming videos. Crib reactions. Let us know your favorite music down in the comment section below. If you like it, we love it. Tales from the Crib. We will see y'all next week.
I want to add extra jalapenos on mine. But hey, man, I'm hungry as hell. It's time to go. It's Philip Supreme 305 with my co-host.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Diddy calls from jail codes. But it's Chico Grande Chico 2 times. Felix Supreme 305. Thanks for tuning in with us. We'll keep you updated on all the drama. We'll see you next week.